Hello there, and welcome to the official Rev3 Games Xbox reveal live stream. Come on, woo! Oh, we've got a lot planned for today. But before we talk about anything, I want to go ahead and introduce everybody here who's with me. To my left is Patrick Norton of Tekzilla fame. Say hello, wave to the camera.
Hi, camera.
Next to him is Anthony Carboni from Rev3 Games.
Hi, everyone.
Over here we've got Max Scoville, also
Great to be here,
from
Tara.
Rev3 Games. Thank you for walking the 5 feet from your desk. And Veronica Belmont, also from Tekzilla.
Hello.
Woo!
So the 5 of us are gathered here today. Adam Sessler is up in Redmond, Washington right now, actually at the event with our producer, Zach.
He wasn't invited, he just
wasn't
went.
invited,
He just
no.
went anyway.
He was like, let me in!
He's camping outside right now. So as you guys might have noticed, we are starting things a little bit early today. The press conference won't begin for another half hour or so, but we wanted to give ourselves a little time to sort of discuss our expectations and predictions.
Our Xbox expectations?
Yes, good.
It's too early.
Starting
There's
with the
gonna be
puns
more of
already.
those.
Get
It's too
ready for
early.
it, guys. We also wanted to explain the rules of Xbox Bingo,
Yay.
which is something that
Hey
our
guys, the
audience
video feed isn't
development
on.
guy, yeah, this is the work of Nick
The,
and Ben.
they can't see us.
And they can't see us. But, so yeah,
There we go.
printed-
Hey!
We
Live
printed out
internet
these
things.
bingo cards, which each have something that is either very likely or not at all likely to appear during the Xbox conference. We actually printed a bunch of these out, so if you guys at home want to participate, you absolutely can. We set up an online photo album with 20 of these things randomized in it. You can find that album at imager.com, imgur.com/a/p2TQNB, PTQNB.
You can also go onto our Rev3 Games Twitter
Yes.
or our Facebook page or our Google Plus, or actually you can go onto Reddit and search Xbox Bingo, and it should be the first result on there. So
Yes.
Or our Friendster, our Bebo.
yeah, it's actually on our Flickr, though I don't know how to use that website anymore
If you
since
have
yesterday.
a 9600 baud modem, you can call into our BBS.
You like those stickers I gave you, Veronica?
I am really excited about
She
my
got
puppy,
the puppy
stickers.
I matched them to everyone's personality.
Already
Tara
people
gave
on-
us very organized folders full of
We have
information in
folders
bingo.
with
I
our
think a round
names
of applause
on them.
for Tara,
Yay.
organization, and the folders.
Thank you, everyone. So the rules of bingo are pretty simple if you've played bingo before. We got these stickers, and anytime, if something is in quotes here, all that happens is it needs to be said at some point during the press conference, and then you can put a sticker over it. Some of these are pretty self-explanatory.
well, said or shown, you know.
Yeah. Now that the rules of bingo are over with.
Tara, can you reintroduce everybody? Because we were flying blind for a second.
Were
there.
we really?
Yep.
Yeah,
There's a
there
lot
was
of
a
kids who
video.
don't know who the hell
Okay.
that guy is, because
Thank
they're
you.
not 40.
Thank you very much.
You're Patrick Norton. You are the host of Tekzilla on Revision 3.
Why are you saying it to him like you're reminding him, like he's an Alzheimer's patient?
I don't know, man. You guys are all on your laptops. I feel like everyone's ignoring me. Close your laptops. It's dinner time, kids.
Close your laptops,
tweeting.
go to your folders.
We're supposed to watch the live stream with our laptops.
We won't. We've got a TV somewhere here that we can watch it on.
So this
kinda
is Pat.
Pat,
That's
Hi, guys.
Max.
you guys know Max and Anthony from Rev3 Games. This
Hello.
is Veronica Belmont, the lovely brunette of Revision 3. She hosts Tekzilla with Patrick over here.
Yes.
And you guys are also gamers, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited about this. I think it's fascinating that for some people, this is the first major console announcement that they're going to be experiencing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're just a wee
Well, I
bear.
mean, since I've been working here, I guess.
Yeah. It's really exciting. I mean, between
now.
this and the PS4.
We saw the Wii U.
That's true.
get
That's
launched.
true.
Yeah.
I said
Sorry.
major console
It took them
announcement.
literally
two
just forgot that.
E3s to
Console.
fully reveal it.
It's a console somebody bought.
Right.
Oh, we are
Console they're
very.
still developing games for outside of
Cynicism.
the mothership.
Will
Yeah.
be coming from this couch, mostly.
That's how we roll.
They've divided the couches into optimists and pessimists. Guess which one is which.
So, you guys, is there anything that you really think is gonna happen? Well,
Yeah.
let's discuss predictions. First
Yeah.
of all, I think the most important one is the name. We've heard like what, 5 or 6 different names floating around. We've heard Xbox Infinity, Durango. We've heard Xbox 720, Just Xbox.
I'm in the just Xbox camp.
Really?
That's,
Me
I'm
too.
feeling that. Yeah, I feel like that's a big trend, you know, with products
If
recently.
Apple can
Just go
name
back
the
to the
iPad
OG
70
naming.
for the iPad.
What?
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I think it's like, it's going to be like the iPad, where it's like, we're just going to call everything the iPad. We're going to confuse the hell out of everybody trying to buy something.
Well, that's exactly what I'm kind of going on. I feel like that's the trend.
Well,
in a
and I
lot
think
of ways
it's
right now.
been long enough since the original Xbox as well. And I think if you're going from a thought of like rebirth of a brand, whole new generation. Like this is restarting games for home consoles. Why not just go with Xbox? We all wish that the Wii U was kind of just called the Nintendo.
I think the
You
difference
know?
is, when
64.
you're going with like the Wii U should have been called the Nintendo. I think that probably would have worked better. The difference is you can't go to the store and buy an NES cartridge. Whereas if you were to say, like, there's a lot of kids out there who have Xbox 360s, and if they're like, Mom, I want Call of Duty for my Xbox,
Yep.
and the mom's gonna go to the store and get the wrong version, but it's cross-platform, whatever.
That's
but
true.
it's one of those things. With the iPad, iOS is kind of cross-platform.
It's not Microsoft's fault that moms are dumb.
Yeah.
I bet you they're going to have
Kind of
some way to
is.
address that, or they're going to pretend we are all dumb moms in this coming presentation.
They buy Call of Duty for the Wii accidentally.
I'm thinking Xbox Infinity. I think
Really?
it works on too many levels because the whole Windows 8 thing, and it's
Yeah.
8 turns sideways, and that's 2 circles, which is a 720.
What?
Right shapes.
Math. Man, I feel like we should place bets on this or something.
We are already playing bingo.
What do you
There
guys
are
think?
too many threads going. Too many. Yeah, I would love to just see it called Xbox. I think there's a really good chance it's going to be called the Infinity. I think Durango is it's a hardware
A
code
code name
name.
is-
Oh yeah,
just
that's
a code
for
name.
sure a code name. I would hope that
Although
they do not
sometimes
call it
we
that.
wish that the code names happened, right? We like the Revolution instead of the Wii, the Katana instead of the Dreamcast.
I
Sometimes
thought the Revolution
code
was
na-
a great name,
Revolution was an awesome name.
and the Wii is a terrible
And
name.
they
Yeah,
left
Project
it.
Cafe, not so much.
I like Project Cafe.
That was so weird to me. I couldn't not think
Just
of like
sit
a
down at
clip art
Project
picture
Cafe.
of coffee with steam rising up from it when I hear
I need
that.
to rebrand my Keurig as a Project Cafe.
I'll
So-
tell you what I think. I think it's going to be, this announcement is going to be all rare. It's going to be an all rare announcement. They're going to cold open with Perfect Dark and then go into
Yeah.
Banjo, probably a grab by
Killer
Ghoulies,
Instinct!
Killer Instinct, a little RC Pro-Am, Battletoads, and then the whole thing's over.
That would
This is
be
going to be the
amazing,
console
actually.
for rare fans, by rare fans, because nobody
If
loves rare more than Microsoft.
That happened, I would just completely stroke out. I would just go to some weird place where in my brain it was just the entire CD of Killer Cuts playing on loop for the rest of eternity.
That was a good CD.
I don't care that they didn't show the hardware. The games
that-
were amazing.
Maybe
Get
we
that
should
GI
ask.
feeling.
What do you guys think they're going to do for processor?
X86.
You think so?
Yes.
That's the one thing Patrick is sure of.
No, there's a bunch of interesting stuff on the hardware side. I think of, thinking from the HD Nation, the home theater perspective, it's like, is this going to take over cable boxes? Or is it going to have a cable card option, or a cable card add-on? Are they going to do custom versions for people like Comcast and Time Warner?
I'd be shocked about, if they're doing a custom version for Time Warner, that's one thing, but I would be shocked if there was a cable card add-on for a home console. I think that's just a little too niche for what they're doing.
True, but a lot of what we've heard is like HDMI pass-through, kind of like what we saw with Google TV, but HDMI input, HDMI output, the ability to do overlays, the ability to do searching for programming, the ability potentially to plug into some DVR-style action, because Microsoft's pulled way back from Windows Media Center, and a lot of the big rumor is that they're putting a lot of that inside the next generation Xbox.
Well, you already see it on the current one. I mean, they're doing the best they can with it to make it your central media hub, but they are limited right now by what the 360 can do.
Do you guys think they're going to change the interface? I mean, it kind of seems like the dumbest thing ever, because the Xbox interface is so clean, and Sony so wishes they'd come up with it, and so do a whole lot of other people. Do you think they were crazy enough to actually smirch the Windows 8 Metro interface onto the Xbox?
Oh,
I feel like it sort of looks like that already a little bit. Like that's where it's heading,
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just sort of go all in for that.
The same interface on everything, whether it works or not.
Yeah, I haven't even really given much thought
I
to the
think they're
interface.
going to do something a little bit different just so that it looks new. You
Yeah.
know? Like they don't want to be like, look, it's the thing we showed you at the
Yeah.
last presentation we did, but it's got a new game on it.
I wish the Windows 8 interface looked more like the Xbox interface.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're kind of the gold standard for console
Right.
interfaces, When I think about how hard it is, and even for some media things, you know what I mean? Like I look at my Roku right now, and like on my Roku, I'm scrolling through 800,000 single tiles.
You need the new interface for the Roku.
Well,
It's time
yeah,
to
but
update the
that's what I'm saying.
At least they fixed that.
So I think, the one thing that I'd like to see is, we saw at the PS4, press conference about how many like interactive overlays and stuff there are, how persistent chat is, like how easy it is to get to everything in game.
Yeah.
Right.
And I really want to see that prioritized by everyone, and I think they're going to do that.
I feel like they have to put some kind of multitasking function in there to really compete with the PS4. Let's talk about, well, you said you're pretty sure it's going to be x86, right?
Yes.
I feel like they can't not go with a PC architecture and remain
No,
competitive.
It makes cross-platform development with PCs easier. It makes sourcing parts easier. I mean, even Sony finally went. This cell thing was a nightmare. Look, all developers, we love you. You spent like 18 months figuring out how to make anything work on the PlayStation 3, and that was great. And the games were amazing, and all of that intellectual thing you built up to program. Yeah, we're done with that. Go look at your PC development.
So-
But wait, so what's that going to do to backwards compatibility? Are they just going to be like, sorry?
On the Xbox, it shouldn't do anything to backwards compatibility.
Really?
Also, you're talking about such a huge jump in processor power. I don't know. But I mean, the flip side is like I can see the teleprompter, persistent internet connection, and that's the thing. Like we've already seen one person pushed off out of the life raft at Microsoft for mocking the general community about. You know, the idea that persistent, you guys are all babies. Persistent internet connection
Deal
is
with
the
it.
future. Deal with it.
Yeah.
It's a little
I
too
think-
future.
I
That's
think
the
there's going to
problem.
be persistent internet connection for certain functions.
Right.
I think for,
Like EA
especially
games.
if there's, for example.
Why would you want your game to work? You just spent $60. We can't put up enough servers because apparently, despite the fact that it's the most popular gaming title in the history of gaming, we couldn't actually think we should really partner with somebody that can scale servers so y'all can log in.
Okay,
instead of,
but anyway,
Well, no,
it's
but
possible.
EA single-handedly trashed a brand in 24 hours.
So
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
Okay.
talking about something different.
I could see them using persistent internet connection as a replacement for online passes, as a replacement to sort of like get around the things that they're charging premiums for now to sort of mitigate their losses on used games. You know what I mean? Like, fine, buy the game if you don't have persistent internet, that's cool, but look, this game mode, these map packs,
Well, they're
all
probably
this
gonna
stuff,
leave it up to the
they're gonna have to be
developers.
all
Yeah,
I think
in a lot
that-
of ways.
I think
That's
that,
what
yeah,
they've
like,
said.
you
They're
know, I
going to
think
leave
the-
it up to the publishers.
both systems are kind of going to have a lot more persistent online stuff. I think that it's very likely we're going to see the next Xbox thing being more of like a cable box, more of that kind of one purpose. Whereas I think the PlayStation 4 is kind of currently what we're seeing. It's kind of becoming more of a gaming device, or they're trying to present it as such. I don't know. I think that a weird comparison is you can take screenshots in game with the PlayStation Vita. Like that is the thing you can do. But there's a whole lot of games that don't let you do that for whatever reason. Like they don't want their games looking bad or something. I think it's going to be like that,
Yeah.
where it's like, hey, we totally support, persistent internet online video games. You can do the thing on the internet, but what?
What if they
What's
do
up?
it just so they can wipe out selling games on physical media?
I mean, I would love
Yeah.
that. I'm one of the few people that's just like, go all in on digital, but I think it's too early.
Yeah, I'm totally with Anthony on that one. I feel like that is the future and that is the way that things are moving, but not everybody's ready for it. And if your customer base isn't ready, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
who you're marketing to.
with
so.
broadband adoption especially, I mean, we're just not there
Yeah.
yet in the world to make that a viable option.
I mean,
but
everybody wants
I
to
would
move
like
to
it.
that, but yeah, nobody wants to be the first person to do it.
Right, right.
You know?
Well, speaking
take
of
a little more
which,
time.
do you think that Xbox is finally going to make the jump to Blu-ray?
Oh, I hope so.
I feel like they can't not at this point.
They
Yeah.
can't not, but it's also kind of an interesting. I mean, I still think about the HD DVD versus Blu-ray days, and the idea of Microsoft ever adopting Blu-ray is just like, it does not compute in my mind, even though it makes the most sense at this point.
Even Toshiba's adopted Blu-ray at this
Yeah,
point. and-
it's true. So yeah, we'll see. That would be a nice feature, absolutely. But maybe they will just go all in on video streaming with the HD video streaming.
If they don't have Blu-ray, I'm gonna be like.
But
that's gonna be
it's
weird.
for more than video streaming though. It's for just the ever-growing size of games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're looking at things that come out on the Xbox that are out on 2 discs, that come out on the PS3 and 1 disc.
What's happening?
Whoa, is it starting?
What is going on?
Was that our audio cue that things are
Oh, I
happening?
think
God.
they're seating the audience now
Grandpa?
or something.
Either that or we're watching Inception.
I know.
Inception!
This
Dramatic music just came
Yeah.
on in our ears.
And
Lord.
in the room also.
That was intense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's more about the size and storage of actual games, and they're just kind of like they are beyond the limits of DVD, and there has to be a physical media to put these games on.
Yeah.
And there is no other choice right now.
I mean, you could do USB thumb drives, but that would be a nightmare.
That would be kind of cyberpunk though. That's kind of the way I feel when I'm carrying around like
Yeah,
Vita
go pick
games
up
and
some new
stuff.
Stims.
Don't you feel that way when you're carrying around like mobile games though? You're just like. I feel like a future cyberpunk hacker.
Oh, we have a
And
countdown.
also like I'm gonna lose all my games at any moment.
Oh my God, 14 minutes, guys.
14 minutes to go. And, then
And we've got
stuff will
quite a few
start
people
happening.
watching our stream right now.
That's cool.
Oh,
Hi,
hi,
guys.
stream.
Hey.
Hello.
What's
There's
up?
about 5,000 people in here right now.
What?
Thanks for
Well,
watching
they're
us,
all looking for Adam
guys.
Sessler.
Where's Adam at?
He'll be here
He's
any
here.
minute.
He's back. He went to the bathroom.
He's a
He's underneath the couch.
Yeah. No, but I mean that is really the thing to think about is when we're all really focused on tech and gaming and just we're at the forefront of that stuff. But a lot of people, a lot of the games, the majority of the games that sell are on Black Friday and they are physical copies and
Yep.
it is somebody's mom buying them or it's somebody who isn't really too hung up on their internet connection and
Well,
you
I mean, not to bring up the age thing, since you've already called me old and apparently Alzheimer, but
that was him.
half of
You're
okay.
getting confused.
No.
half,
I
Getting
would never.
confused and belligerent.
well done. Half of all games are bought by people over 35, right? So we can assume if they can drop $600 on a console. Speaking of which, price on console? Do we want to do a bet on the price of the console?
Oh boy.
Since you were in the betting mood earlier.
What do you think it is?
I think we won't hear it today. I think it'll be 400.
I would say
People here
maybe
today.
$4.99.
Do we think we're going to see a like cell phone pricing model where it's like, oh, you can get one for $99?
I think that
but
would be
you have
super
to-
clever.
Yeah.
I feel like they will reintroduce some kind of subscription-based thing, sort of like they did last year.
If that was the only thing they did, would you get one?
What? Page
That's
one?
like really far out there. They won't do this, but if the only way to get it was to do it on a cell phone model, was to subscribe to your Xbox, would you do it? You would.
I probably would.
In a way,
That sounds like a
I
terrible
already
nightmare.
kind of do subscribe to my Xbox
Yeah.
because of
Yeah,
my,
I
because
feel
of my
like
live
you
membership.
pretty
but
much have
my gold
to.
membership.
I mean, what if that
Right.
was the deal? You buy it, you sign up for like 2-3 years of live in advance, and you get a subsidized console. Everybody does, and there's no other choice.
The problem with that is that it ends up being more expensive than if you had just purchased the console outright. I feel like if they could give you some kind of deal on that, I'd be totally fine with it because it'd be less
Yeah.
money up front.
It would be really funny as the cell phone industry is finally walking away from we're going to take you for $2,500 by pretending we're giving you a phone for $99. For Microsoft to leap in on that would be really, really funny and kind of
I kind
frightening.
of hate it because it just adds to that like nobody really owns anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like I like to buy a thing. I think
Yeah.
that's one thing that always kind of weirded me out about cell phones initially, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the PlayStation. I got PS Plus, and it's like the same price as Xbox Live, except I get new free games every month.
Yeah.
Whereas I have ads on my Xbox dashboard. So if they do some crazy overhaul of Xbox Live,
Well, the
Which I
reason-
think they will.
The reason to subscribe to something, though, in my mind, especially with a cell phone kind of plan, is because you expect that something better is going to come along in less time than it'd be worth it to actually pay full price for something
Yeah.
and go all in. But with this kind of console release, you get the sense that it's going to be the thing to have for at least 5, 6, 7 years,
Yeah.
hopefully, if they build it the way we want it to. So I would feel okay paying upfront for that.
what if they had a contract plan that covered, maybe if there was something on the front of the thing that lit up red, like a certain ring shape, or who knows,
I'm pretty sure there's going to be no rings on this Xbox. I got $20 that says no rings anywhere on the front of this Xbox.
I hope not.
What
my
about
goodness.
this? What about Kinect integration out of the box?
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? Is that a thing that's going to
I
happen?
Oh, yeah.
am almost
Oh, yeah.
certain that's going to happen.
Now we're gonna
Kinect
see
is
a-
so popular. I don't even realize it sometimes.
It's shocking.
the most.
It is.
It's shocking.
I'm excited for it to get better because I like Kinect and
Yeah.
I've used it in the past, but there's still so much that doesn't work for me
Yes.
about it.
I've seen the feedback, when it shows the sort of wireframe skeleton. It thinks I'm a giraffe. Whenever I'm on there, it literally tries to draw a giraffe, and I'm
To
like,
be fair,
that's
small children think you're a giraffe.
that's true, and I get paid good money on Saturdays to go to birthday parties. But,
No, but that's the thing is
Be
I feel
the
like
giraffe
the
you were
original
meant to
Kinect
be.
was like way underpowered. It didn't do what it was supposed to do, and also with something like the Kinect, with a peripheral that's that expensive, you have a real hard time getting high-end third-party support because it's something extra that everybody has to buy.
Well, even me doing fitness games, for example, like they're a great idea, but then you get into a space that's not quite large enough for the Kinect to see you properly, and your ankles are cut off, and then you have to buy these third-party fisheye adapters to see the rest of the room, and I want all that built in right away, and I also am looking forward to it being able to see more than just two people people.
Yes.
Or
Shipping products out of the box that work is just not the gaming way. You buy the box, then you download the patches, and then some of the stuff works, and hopefully the company doesn't go out of business, and the game works really, really well in 6 months.
I'm hoping that an integrated Kinect means that some game at launch or soon after launch will deliver on the promise of Steel Battalion. Remember? Like, Steel Battalion looked like,
Oh, I tried to forget.
future game. This is going to be great. And then we all played it and we were like, you sons
You
of,
bastard.
you jerks.
So-
my Kinect is a $200 happy action theater machine. That's what it is.
You know what? So here's an interesting little factoid. The best-selling Xbox 360 game is Kinect Adventures. It sold twice as many copies as Black Ops.
Does it come with the Kinect?
Because it comes with
Yeah.
the Kinect. But
doesn't
that means
count.
that like 24 million people bought
do
a
a
Kinect.
bundle?
Yeah.
Do bundles count?
That's like saying those bags full of air are the #1 selling thing on Amazon.
Silica gel outsells everything else on Amazon.
The most
4 to
popular
1.
shoe at Foot Locker. Silica packets.
Yeah, I
nice
mean,
if-
Almost,
Do
but
they
not
have
quite
any
like that.
It would be nice if they
Yes.
actually had stats as to what games are being played and would share those. That would be interesting.
yeah, I mean, I just got that fact from Wikipedia.
Do you have a
So-
fact
Let's talk about
Black
let's talk
Eyed
about
Peas
games while we
experience?
still have we've got another few minutes
Yeah.
here. What do we think we're going to see as far as games
Fortnite.
today?
Yeah.
I think we're going to see Fortnite from Epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're still homies with Microsoft, and it's like that's a pretty good chance to do that.
I feel like we'll see a lot of EA games just because they had no presence whatsoever at the PlayStation 4 press conference, and I feel like if they don't come to this one with something big, people are gonna forget about them.
And it's not like they're doing anything with
yeah,
Nintendo
and they're not
right now.
exactly in everyone's
They
good
gotta be
graces
doing something.
right now.
I'm guessing we're probably going to see Recoil, the one that is that what it's called? What's it called? No, that's not Recoil. The one that the Respawn. I don't know. It's one of those names. The thing that EA's making that no one knows what the hell it is. The old Call of Duty guys went and they made it.
Oh, yeah, I think
Right.
you are thinking of Respawn Entertainment.
Respawn Entertainment. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they have.
They haven't told me what it is, so why should I know what it is?
They have something that they're going to be showing off. I feel like they're going to have a really big exclusive at this thing to stay competitive. Because they showed off Destiny at the PS4, and that was like sort of the big game
What
of
if
the
what if
PS4
everything
press
they show off
conference.
is exclusive?
That
we know
would be,
we know they're
that'd
not
be
doing
cool.
anything
That
with
would
Wii U.
be-
They
yeah.
didn't show anything off for the PlayStation 4. What if they stormed in there and they said, "We are EA. We are only for the infinity." I don't know who would say that. I don't know who at EA says that
Some French guy,
accent.
literally.
I think I am from Ubisoft and
Yeah.
I am speaking for EA today.
Well, everyone's stoked on Ghosts.
I don't think they're
No.
gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
They're
gonna
What
see.
are
gonna
the
show
odds
off
of a
Ghosts.
Call of Duty cold open
Oh,
to this thing?
actually, I would not bet against that.
We just open on 2 minutes of intense Call of Duty
Gameplay
row gun
footage.
action.
Well, I
And
hope
then
so
Justine appears.
because
With an AK.
I have a gun on my bingo
No,
card.
I just like the thought
Oh,
of
that's
that.
a good.
Let's
that's
all
practical.
take a look at our bingo cards,
That's like
guys.
a free space.
Wait, is it start? It hasn't
I
started
got
yet.
I know.
the
Just
worst
take a
one.
look though.
I have Blinks the Time Sweeper, and you guys, I'm
Same
feeling
here.
really good about
And I
Blinks the
have
Time
Elisha
Sweeper
Wood
coming up.
also.
I have Smart Glass.
Well, Smart Glass is a good space.
I have
That's gonna happen.
Super
Smart
Smash
Glass,
Bros.
they will
So
probably talk about.
so much
I also
for
have
my.
Elisha Wood.
So Patrick and Anthony somehow their randomized bingo cards have clear answers straight across. Like obviously there's going to be dubstep here. We know
Obviously.
that already. Obviously Bing is going to be here. The words
Casual.
your favorite.
I've got a power row here. This is the most powerful row in the
Oh,
game.
this is fun and
Everybody-
relevant to me. I have
Of Bing, Xbox Video, Free Space, FIFA, and a fitness game.
nice.
Boy.
I have Snark directed at Sony, which is really relevant to
That's a
me
good
and,
one.
and my career.
I have an athlete, 343, free space, a subsidy / contract, and an exclusive. It's pretty good. But it's a race to the finish to who gets all of these first. Don't forget to put a sticker on your free
That's
free
true. We
space.
probably should have come up with some terms for this game instead of just blindly playing.
I think Bingo comes with
Why?
its own terms.
It's bingo.
Bingo?
You say bingo.
So the one in the middle is the free space. If
Right.
You've never played
If you
bingo.
say
What
Uno
are you,
instead
what are
of
you
bingo by
most
accident,
looking
you get
forward to?
disqualified.
Like, if they could show you anything at this conference today,
I would love to see some DVR capabilities. I think that's the thing I most want out of this because I have so many set-top boxes right now and I'm so fed up with my TiVo Series 3. I just want a better solution. I was using HBO Go on the Xbox last night and it's so good.
It's so nice.
much better than any other integration.
Yeah.
So I want more of that. I want the Xbox to be my one-stop solution for entertainment.
Yeah.
At
I
this
think
point.
they
It's
wanna be that
close.
too.
Yeah, and it's really close.
Yeah.
It
but
just needs some more.
I'd be shocked if they went time shift instead of stream. I think they're really
Yeah.
going for like that streaming thing. They don't want you like hoarding media for later.
But it's going to have huge capabilities in terms of storage on
For
this
sure.
device. So, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be storing a lot of games on there too, but if some of that is dedicated towards media and DVR capabilities, I'd be stoked.
That would be
But
awesome.
I don't
Yeah.
know how likely that is.
Max, what could they show you?
Man,
that would make
I'd
you-
sure like to see a game for a video game console.
You know what?
Or a
such a
picture of
purist.
the console.
What
or
a
That's
something.
purist.
true. I'm curious about.
PlayStation surprised us, though. They
I'm
were
curious
all
about the
games.
controller because I mean, everybody say a lot of people really love the Xbox controller. You know, they don't want to see it changed, but there's that D-pad. The battery life sucks. I think it's a little bit clunky, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you don't want to upset the apple cart.
Put a bigger battery in it. That'll solve the battery problem.
Yep.
I mean, that's easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I haven't really thought about controllers in a long time until I was using the Ouya, and I was just like, wrong.
Oh, yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
wrong.
I
in
would
hand.
I would rather play a game with a live lobster than that. You know?
Do you think they're going to
I
add
think they
stuff
had
like?
that at Maker Faire.
It doesn't surprise me. You
With a
buy,
Kinect
buy a
and a
kit
live
online.
lobster.
Do you think they're going to have stuff like the dedicated sharing button, a chat button, some stuff like that, like Sony added?
I think they're gonna have some funky baloney with that.
Yeah.
There's gonna be something silly going
All
on.
that funky baloney.
Oh,
But yeah, no. What I want to see is I'd love to see some cool games.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm Call of Duty. I know that that's going to be quite possibly the best-selling game of all time ever. You know, of entertainment. It's going to beat everything until Avatar 2 comes out.
It's
but
just going to be best.
yeah, this is Call of Duty, the best game.
yeah.
Best.
But you know, I'd love to see something a little bit interesting, something new. You know,
Right on.
so.
What about you,
Yeah,
Tara?
I think games are definitely a good thing that they could show off.
Is there a specific one? Is there anything that you'd like to see?
You know, I feel like it's all kind of up in the air right now. I feel like I'm hoping for a lot of good first-party support here. I don't know how much we're actually going to get in the way of that. But you know, it's always exciting to me when we have like new IP announcements and stuff,
Yeah.
like FIFA and all that kind of stuff. Like that's to be expected from
They
a
did
conference
the
like
they did
this.
the Redmond Game Studios rebrand. I feel like they want to put more focus on their
Yeah.
first party now too.
Yeah,
You know.
and I think that would serve them well also. And like Veronica said, you know, most of my Xbox is used as a media center, so I would love to see better options for streaming. I would love to see more apps on there and just anything really that can sort of give them that edge up over Sony.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe
What
they'll
about you,
feature the
Pat?
Rev 3 app.
I watch the Xbox get easier and easier to use. I watch them embrace media more and more. And I just remember thinking like, Sony, you're giving up the living room. Like, and Sony's like, you know, slapping the PS3 interface
Yeah.
on Blu-ray players and making you sign into horrible interfaces and giving up
Yeah.
people's data to whatever hacker can, you know, spit near their network. And you know what I mean? I'm curious. I'm excited. I want to see the home theater stuff. I want to see Blu-ray. I want to see. What I don't want to see is like Microsoft being like, you know, because Apple and Google and Amazon and everybody else on the planet has a video streaming service, we're going to start a competing one just to really fragment your ability to get the stuff you want.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
see a partnership with HBO. Like, I want HBO Go on anybody who spends the money on a console. I want to see a virtual cable network. I want to see Comcast back get broken. But that's because I'm
That's
kind
an interesting thing to mention. I've
I
got
think that's
on my
a
card
common sentiment.
original video content. What do we
There you
think?
go.
I mean, we see Netflix and we see Amazon. You know, getting Arrested Development and that one with the werewolves and the weird Onion
Yeah.
TV show. It's like, what are the chances that the Xbox is launching with its own TV
think
shows?
I think they
I
would
would
try
say
to go
high.
in on that. You know, I haven't heard a lot about how Call of Duty Elite is doing, but I know they're still pouring a lot of money into programming for Elite, so they believe in it. And I think Microsoft, like one thing we've seen is like, they've got the money, they've got the resources, they don't mind taking the long view. You know what I mean? They'll start
Yeah.
a studio, and
They've
they'll
got
wait
the-
5 years.
And then they have Music Room too, that thing that they just launched that shows like music performances, or I'm not really sure what it does exactly.
Oh, they have the
It's a
whole
bad
Xbox
sign after
music
a launch.
section.
Yeah, but there's a video component to it.
The
too.
queen of the internet, the most
new.
connected woman I know, doesn't know what Microsoft just did. That's a sign that Microsoft did not do a good job launching a product.
I'm a little behind on
Things are a
my
little
gaming stuff
confusing on that
sometimes.
interface. Well, the stream is starting in 3, 2, 1.
Tina, Summer for Tina, we're ready to go.
We are moments away.
Who has Major Nelson? Who has
I
Major?
got
New
it.
generation reveal of games, entertainment, and TV. And I have to say, on behalf of myself and all the other Xbox employees, we could not be more thrilled to bring you this moment.
Absolutely. Welcome to our campus. Welcome to our home. This is where we come up with the ideas and the magicians work the wonderful, great stuff that you are about to see. It is the one place where you are going to get all of your information, right?
Yeah, and you may be
Side
watching
note, I
this
feel like Tina's
on
one of my
your
longest
console or
running crushes
Xbox.com, but we are streaming live around the
I
world.
feel that
So
way about
welcome
Major Nelson.
Everybody in every country that we're
He knows
in.
it.
I
He
also
does
want to
look
say this
dapper.
is just the beginning.
Yeah.
When does
E3
he
is
not?
right around the corner, and we're going to be bringing you even more. But later,
Major
I see the
Nelson
clock going
sounds
down.
like
We've
a
got to get going. Are
cyberpunk
you
insult.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Like
Let's
you're being
go.
a
Don't be
Major
English,
Nelson.
Do you think that hashtag Xbox reveal is good for this any hashtag spot on
Yes,
the bingo card?
you're done.
Excellent.
What? You got bingo
Damn
already?
it.
No.
Did you cherry pick these?
Got two
All
already.
right, ready? We have to see
Everyone to
gameplay?
mature. That's
Ah,
a big
where'd it go?
range.
Bringing gaming to life by bringing life.
Oh, it's not gameplay.
Story.
Character,
Does this count?
real emotion. Now,
Cliffy!
we added you.
Me.
Me.
Definitely
Me!
And 40 million of our closest friends.
And with every person we added,
The world we created became richer.
Come on, bro.
Filled with more joy.
Adrenaline.
and excitement. And the more of you we put in games,
The more of you we put in entertainment.
the better they became.
We added your movements.
My moves.
And my voice.
Coney 2012.
So now,
Got a hashtag.
to change entertainment forever.
Again.
Because we're going to take all that we learned.
In more than 30 years of
I'm
innovation.
saying change and
and
say
use it to
redefine. I have
change
redefined.
everything.
For the first time, you and your TV are going to have a relationship.
it's gonna recognize my name.
My voice.
My friends.
My family.
My movies.
Me.
It's going to remember all the things I like.
Yeah, that's right. You target those millennials.
We're going to use
Groundbreaking technology.
Who had the
and power of
ambiguously
the cloud.
multicultural video?
Imagination free.
I remember that
Free
was
to
spot on
create
here.
worlds and feelings.
I think I can
only begin
check
to
off
imagine.
Jeans
We're all
Blazer
at
combo
more.
for Major
Buy
Nelson.
more.
Oh, for sure.
I'm guessing he's
Yeah,
definitely
Jeans
in.
Blazer
That's one you can just check off ahead of
Stop
time.
just
really.
watching and start
Did I hear
feeling.
your favorite?
Alive.
I think you did hear your
Alive.
favorite.
Were any of those
Did they
people
say your
athletes?
favorite?
I think they did.
Was were any of those people athletes? Did you catch that?
No, they were
They're
not.
know
no
what that
athletes. I have an athlete too, so I'm looking out.
Don Matrick. That's a big power space.
Yep. I don't have that.
Jeans and
I do have a rapper.
Does he rap?
Don Matrick, yeah.
Good
He's got
morning,
mad flow.
everyone.
Is that Elijah
On
Wood?
behalf of the entire team, thank you for joining us on the Microsoft campus.
I like how we're all
at the
looking at
home
different
of
TVs.
Xbox. I've spent my entire career in interactive entertainment, and I've never been more excited than I am today. Because
You sound
today, we put you at the center of a new generation in the living room,
I'm amazed that
where your
does he get, like,
games look
progressively
and
more
feel
excited
like
every
nothing
day?
else,
Until
where your
eventually
TV
he will
becomes
die.
more intelligent, where all of your entertainment comes alive in one place.
I bet they're so freaking happy they finally
More
get to
than a
talk about
decade
this.
ago, Xbox put the most advanced hardware and software in the hands of creators so they could realize new visions for games. We believed in a connected future, so
Yes!
we made an early bet on Xbox
Yes!
Live,
What'd you get?
a living
Connected.
service
Keep
that
us
gets
updated
better
on how you
each
guys
and
are
every
doing with
day.
your cards too.
Gamers were hungry to
Oh
adopt
man, you remember
emerging
the
technologies.
blades?
And with Xbox 360, we launched the HD era of games. You wanted more competition and bigger communities, so we doubled down on Xbox Live.
I want to know how many people are live
With
blogging
Connect,
right now.
we made you the
audience.
controller.
All of them.
All of them.
We brought you new interactive content, two-way TV,
Also-
fitness, sports, and now,
Ooh,
nearly 8
this-
years after our launch, Xbox 360 remains a vibrant platform, continuing to lead the industry in sales. In a few short weeks at E3, we'll be sharing great news about what's next on Xbox 360.
Does that count as a list of publishers?
We're thankful to you and proud of our leadership position in this thriving
hardware?
$65 billion a year industry.
Do we see a? Do we
These
see?
bingo cards have made us the worst hosts and
Right,
analysts
right.
ever.
Incredible shifts across
That the
games
giant
and
shot of the
entertainment,
Xbox,
with
all you can see is
exciting
these
new
big
ways to
silver
play
ring in the
and
center
have
of it.
fun.
It's going to look completely
Audiences
different.
spending
the
their
next one.
time enjoying
People
different
want us to
types of
shut
content.
up so they can listen to the
Core and
stream.
casual
Right.
games, live and recorded television, sports and movies. These stories are lighting up on every device, from the big screen to the tablet to the mobile phone. The living room has changed radically over the last 8 years with the addition of the cloud-powered internet, voice and gesture, and more devices. To continue to lead, we must provide compelling answers to new questions. Can we take what you love and make it better? Can we improve a living room that has become too complex, too fragmented, and too slow by harmonizing your experiences?
he's talking directly to
Can
the
we
chat.
offer new performance and power to inspire the world's greatest creators? Team Xbox is on a new mission. Design and build an all-in-one system to light up a new generation of games, TV, and entertainment.
I hope Team Xbox has
It must be built for the future with hardware, software, and services that put you at the center. And at its very core, it must be simple, instant, and complete. We believe we can evolve what you love to make it decidedly better and deliver breakthrough innovations. So, it's time for technology to step behind the curtain and for you and your entertainment to take center stage. Today, we're thrilled to unveil the ultimate all-in-one home entertainment system. The one with the power to create experiences that look and feel like nothing else. The one that makes your TV more intelligent. The one system for a new generation. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing
Usher.
Xbox One.
What?
Values and hardware. Whoa.
Oh, that looks
Whoa.
rack mount, Pat. Look at that.
Oh,
You like that?
That's pretty sleek looking.
Stackable.
That's home theater.
There's no circle.
And we got a hardware reveal.
That looks nice.
I'm putting my puppies
Look at
down.
this sexy video.
And it's got a slot on the front for Blu-rays.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you
see it.
Well,
Does
that
it
could
say
be a-
Blu-ray next to
that
it?
It could be a
Just
slot for
any disc.
toaster sandwiches.
That
Wait
looks like the
15
Kinect.
minutes. Yeah. Oh.
But it doesn't look like it's built in.
It comes with Johnny 5.
It's hard to tell what's going
Building
on here.
the
There's so many
connecting-
black lines.
Building the connecting creates problems within the actual.
Oh, hey, new controller.
Ooh.
Interesting analog.
Oh, there's a share button thing.
Yeah. Did you see that on the left there?
Oh, grippy knobs.
Oh. It feels kind of dirty, actually.
I know.
Kind of into it.
Okay, so we know the Kinect is not built in then.
Cloud powered. That's interesting. Let's find out what that means.
But
All in one.
Except it's two components.
except it's 3 different things.
Wow.
Wow, that looks really nice.
I'm impressed.
This is it, Xbox One.
They actually showed it to us.
Wow, all in one. That is some.
It's a lot of stuff.
That is like a critical hit of buzzwords.
That looks good. I like you,
This
Xbox
system
One.
is built to amaze on day one and continuously improve over the generation ahead. In designing Xbox One, we've obsessed about every finite detail. In every engineering milestone, at every corner, in every feature, the principles we followed were to be simple, instant, and complete. Please welcome Yusuf Mehdi to show some of the new experiences you'll find only on Xbox One.
Does anybody have a man with a cute accent?
Oh, it's about to happen. I have it.
Thanks, John. Good morning.
Nope.
How you
No,
guys
it doesn't
doing?
have a cute accent. That was racist.
That was really racist.
Here at Xbox, it's no secret that we love gaming.
Also, I got a
We love the
token indie
immersive
dev.
worlds,
Apparently,
the
it
epic
was
battles,
Nathan from
and
Cappy
the thrill
Games
of
in the
competing
intro.
with our friends. With Xbox One, you're going to experience a new generation of gaming like you've never seen before. And you're going to see that in a little bit and a lot more at E3. For now, though, I want to share how we're going to take that passion for gaming and apply it to your entire TV experience. Join me over here in front of the new Xbox and Kinect.
Games.
Now, let me set up the aspiration. What if a single device could provide all your entertainment? And what if that device could turn on your TV and talk to all of the devices in your living room?
Hey.
And what if it was always ready and connected? Well, now it's all going to begin with 2 simple words. Xbox on.
Oh, snap. See, the PS3 will do this, but only if you own all Sony stuff.
Right.
And it's that simple. Xbox One
Ooh, Netflix.
instantly recognizes me and gets me to my own personal home screen. No more manual login, no more waiting on system or game updates. Now, the home screen, as you can see, has a familiar interface. But let me point out for you a couple of unique differences. First of all, it'll remember what I was last doing. So, for example, here in the center of the screen,
Who's
you can see I
driving
was playing
game?
one
I
of
have
my
driving
favorite
game. That
Hell
races.
counts,
yeah.
right? Okay.
This one here is just one
You
of
don't
the
actually
new
sit-
amazing
Fine.
Xbox One exclusives.
Oh, and I
we
forgot
got
the
here.
time.
Oh, I got exclusive.
You can also see I was listening to some music by Dead Mouse and watching a movie. Now, like
right.
many
So
at the same
cool.
time.
I also discovered a new
It was
area
not
based on
pleasant.
my
I was so
friends.
drunk.
For that, we created a
And
new
then I
area
called my
called
ex.
Trendy.
Trendy?
Here I get a snapshot of what is popular in the entertainment world, both with my friends and with the entire Xbox Live community.
I like that.
Of course, I can still browse the great content I've come to love on Xbox, such as games, TV and movies,
Yeah, look at him swiping.
and music.
So that interface looks
Xbox
very similar
Go
to the
Home.
current dashboard.
Absolutely.
Now that you've seen the start screen and home experience, let's do what millions of people do every day when they turn on their TV.
It does have a vaguely
Guess what?
Windows 8-ish
They
look
watch
to it
TV.
also.
It sounds simple and obvious, and it should be, but today it
How do
isn't,
we know that
because
those
of the need to
gestures aren't
change
just him
inputs
cueing the
to
guy
get
who's
to
running the
live TV.
PowerPoint?
Well, that is
that could
absolutely
be
what's
it.
It's
happening.
gonna be
We could have
for
some
the
guy
Xbox
who's like,
One.
yeah.
They wouldn't
Let me
leave that
show
to
you.
chance. Not
What if the guy's name is Chance?
Xbox.
Then they're leaving
Watch
it to him.
TV.
Chance, you have one job. Make this
Leave it
With that
Chance
PowerPoint
simple
was
look
a
good.
command,
good
I'm watching live TV.
They're really nailing the target audience there with the Price is Right footage.
Wow.
Now here in Seattle, I'm a Comcast subscriber, so this is the programming available in my area.
Oh.
But hold on. Let me show you how we're going to take
Oh,
live
no.
TV and make it not only integral to the Xbox, but also incredibly useful through a great new feature called instant switching.
What's that gonna
Xbox, game.
What?
Go to TV.
Driving game.
Go to music.
Ooh. Xbox Music.
Watch TV.
Wow.
It's like instant.
Yes,
board.
that fast. Did you see how instant that was?
That's super fast. Wow.
Come on, it was
Us
so
were
good. Let's
watching
see it again. Let's see it
TV
again.
on the
Go to
Xbox.
Internet Explorer.
Yes.
Live TV.
Oh, nice.
What is Internet Explorer?
Watch TV.
Bing.
I got Bing.
Bing? Was that a? Oh,
Watch movie.
you were just saying Bing. It's on your thing.
Switching between live TV and all my games entertainment is now as fast as switching channels on your TV remote. Now, you've already seen how simple it is to use your hands to navigate through the Xbox One, but we're going to create a new set of universal gestures to control your entire TV experience. Gestures such as grab and pan and swipe up. Let me show you one of my favorites.
What happens
Here's an
if you give it
example
the
of how I
finger?
can get easily back to my home screen from anywhere
let me give
in the
my
system.
Xbox the finger.
I simply spread my hands, grab the screen, and I'm back home.
It's Minority Report, you
Oh, I
guys.
love this.
And if I want to get back to my movie,
But it has to.
I
It
grab-
has to
This
really
works in an
work.
actual living room.
Exactly. That's what I'm
and
saying.
again, this is not only now simple, but it makes it instant to get what you want. Now, have you ever wanted to do more than one thing at a time when you're watching TV?
No.
Of course you have. On Xbox One,
someone
the
have
ability to do
multitasking?
multiple things at once on your TV is now a reality.
Multitasking.
Introducing Snap Mode for the Xbox.
Snack
Xbox,
mode?
Snap Internet
forward.
Explorer.
Internet Explorer?
With Snap Mode, I can run
Wow.
multiple programs alongside one another and easily interact between them without
Oh, it is
having
just
to
like
shut one down
Windows
and
8.
start up
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
Xbox, favorites. Star Trek.
So awesome.
Get
Okay, so
out
right
of
now
here
I'm watching
with
Star
this.
Trek, and I've heard great things about the sequel, Star Trek Into Darkness. So now I can use Internet Explorer and my cell
heard
phone
great
as a
things
remote
about the
control,
fact that
for
they're
example,
check cleared
to
this morning.
watch a trailer. And I can even navigate to find movie times and buy tickets. And again, at any given time now, if I want to go home, I just grab and I'm home.
Show me this with a game, though. Don't show me this
All
with
right.
a movie. Show me that
I
with
feel
a
like
game.
I'll accidentally do that a lot, though.
Oh, I'm gonna screw things up all the time.
Now I'd
yeah.
like to
Is that like
introduce
very
for you
Vogue at home,
another
random?
What happens,
amazing thing
what
you can
happens
do
when
on your
Max
Xbox.
Scoville is sitting next to you on the couch
Skype.
drunk and you're trying to control your
Skype
Xbox
on
and he
Xbox
starts
One
trying to mess
connects
with
you
I
you?
used to
family
do that
and
with
friends in
Beatrix
ways
Potter
you
books when
wouldn't
I was a
find on
baby. I would
TVs.
try to grab the
Not
animals
only
off
will
the
you get
page.
Skype experiences in widescreen HD with the best living
You're a
room
couch
camera
troll.
available,
Oh,
but
HD,
only
cool.
on Xbox will you be able to do group video calls on your TV. Let's take a look at Skype in Snap Mode.
Huh.
Okay, I'm going
It's
to go
gonna
ahead and
get
grab
gross
my
real
movie and
fast.
zoom back to it. And to help you show it off, I've asked my friend DJ, one of the members on our sports team, to call
Let's
in
see
and help me
Snapchat in
demonstrate.
Snap Mode.
And right on cue, DJ calls in. Xbox, answer call.
That noise immediately sends me into panic mode.
Hey
Yes, I'm
DJ,
here.
thank you
Why?
for calling in to help me show off
I don't
Skype
want
in
to
Snap
talk to
Mode.
people.
Oh.
Looks like you're working pretty hard out there.
Hey, Yusuf, thanks for having me. I'm happy to do it. You know, it looks like you're doing okay yourself.
Oh, this
I'm
is
looking
so
forward to
good.
showing
Who
you
has,
great
who has
work we're
awkward
doing for our
interaction
partners at
or
ESPN.
forced interaction?
Well, as a
or
matter of
whatever?
fact, that's what's coming up next. So why don't
Have
you
a
sit back
forced
and
laugh,
enjoy it?
which he didn't do.
That's great. Just make sure when you get to fantasy,
feel like it'll
you
happen
show the
again.
real version. You know, the one where.
Great job, Jarenka.
Yeah. Skype in call. Let me go ahead
anybody
though and
have
show you that Xbox
banter?
sports offering that DJ was talking about. Xbox, watch ESPN. All right, let me set up the scene here.
Those are
Imagine I'm at
athletes.
home
I have.
watching
Can
an
I count
NBA
that?
game during the
Yeah,
regular
I think you
season.
can count that.
But if you're like
That's
me,
a
I
whole
like
lot
to
of
keep up
them.
with my fantasy team. Now what I can do though is instead of having to pull out necessarily a separate device,
Getting pretty
when my
freewheeling
player
with the
scores here
bingo.
like LeBron, I automatically get an alert that just pops up on the TV, and I can say Xbox, show fantasy. And now I get my
That's not
fantasy
what would happen
players
if I said Xbox Show Fantasy.
right
If they don't show me a dragon in the next 30 seconds, I am leaving.
Really one of my favorites here, and that's Stats Update Live. But in addition, I can go ahead and check out league standings. And you can see, here's where I passed DJ with that score from LeBron. Always good when you're doing the demo. And in addition, I can go ahead and
pretty
do a
good for
nice
sportsers.
thing called featured highlights. So I can see clips of my favorite players when they've done things, even if I'm not there. So let me throw
But
this
what'll
one to
be
the full
interesting
screen.
is seeing how this will.
Here's my center, Tyson Chandler.
Seeing how
And
this
here's
will
how he
apply to
helps me
things like
dominate
leaderboards,
the fantasy
friend
league
stats,
with plays like
auditions,
that.
and stuff like that.
Always
or,
very nice.
Exactly.
All right, now what you're seeing though is just one example of
Live
what we can do with live
D&D
TV.
rounds.
But can you
Probably
imagine
worry
what we
about-
could do with the Super Bowl or the Golden Globes or even with political debates
Isn't
with
it?
this ability to have interactive
Have a
TV?
group Skype call.
All
Have
right,
a D&D
finally,
app.
let's tackle what I think
No,
is the
I'm just
biggest
saying.
challenge with watching
I'd do
TV.
it.
Anybody?
It's dumb.
For me, it's finding what to
Turning
watch.
it on.
and
Tolerating
keeping
it?
up
I don't
with
know.
Introducing
Finding what to
the
watch.
Xbox One guide.
Xbox One guide.
Xbox, show the guide. Now you can find, discover, and watch TV in 3 powerful new ways. Voice control, search and navigation, favorites, and trending. With the Xbox One guide, I see all my local TV listings right through my Xbox. And I can use my voice to
I
check
respect
out
them
what's
for
on.
showing actual daytime TV.
Xbox, Today Show.
Don't do it, Xbox.
I was watching that this morning.
Watch Sci-Fi Channel.
Ooh.
They are about to get a cease and desist letter from
Watch MTV.
What's
Oh
slouching?
my
everybody.
God.
What's on HBO? Pretty cool, huh? Let's see that again.
That is freaking awesome. Because
Mary
I
and
never
Martha.
remember what channels are what.
Did you hear that sound? That's
Watch
the sound of
CBS.
Sony's stock price going through the floor.
Show the guide. See how easy that is?
I keep thinking
no more
he's saying
memorizing
show the
channels
guys.
or hunting for
I'm like,
remote
who are the
control.
guys that you're showing?
The next thing I want to show you is how I
Show
stay
the
on top
guys.
of all of the series that I love to follow. Xbox favorites. The favorites area is an easy way to keep up with all the TV shows that I like to watch. All I have to do is pin the content in one
Defiance
convenient
is not up
place.
there.
It's a lot like having my own personal channel.
All right, so we're definitely
finally,
seeing a lot
there's
of
one of the areas
streaming,
I
but
like the
I'm
most.
still holding on
Xbox
to some
trending.
DVR.
Trending gives me a glance at what everyone in the Xbox Live community is
I
watching.
mean, an interface like
I
this
like how
could
current
make
it
me
is.
into
It's
watching
up to the
cable
minute.
again.
From here, I can instantly
really
jump into
could.
the most
I'll
popular
use
shows.
$180 a month for cable in San Francisco.
Right?
But training isn't just for live TV. There's also a section for video on demand.
There you
So I
go.
can see what people are liking no matter what time zone it's in.
So video on demand.
Xbox, go home.
I'm a little bit
So
scared.
there you have it. The all-in-one
I want my
system where it all
favorites
comes
to
together.
to be like a whole
Games,
mix, though. Like
movies,
if I pick a favorite
music,
show and it's not
web,
on live,
and now,
just take me to wherever
Skype
that
and
show
live
is
TV.
streaming. That would be awesome.
The one place
Yeah,
where you
well,
are
yeah,
now at the
TiVo
center of
does
your
that.
entertainment.
So
The one place where it's simple and instant
it,
to
Veronica,
connect with
you
your
love TiVo.
friends.
I hate TV.
This is the
I'm so sick
beginning
TiVo,
of a new
man.
generation of games and entertainment. This is the beginning of truly intelligent TV. Now I'd like to welcome Mark Witten to the stage to show you the magic and science that makes all of this possible behind the Xbox One. Thank you.
Is this guy the Mark Cerny of Xbox? Mark Whitten.
You know what occurred to me the other day? Mark Cerny looks a whole lot like James
At
Spader
Xbox,
in
we're
Secretary.
focused on how you
and that just
play
ruined the
and how you're
PS4
entertained.
conference for me.
We're driven to build a future-proof system that brings together the
They don't have
cloud,
future-proof?
smart
Look at me right
devices,
now. I'm not doing
new
anything.
content, and new ways to interact with
Look at
all
him.
of your entertainment.
Look at him.
Yusuf
Yeah,
is
sure.
shown to
Sure.
intelligent
Fine,
TV
him.
and the high performance of Xbox One.
We don't have it yet.
There's an
You have to
amazing
go
amount
buy
of
it in
technology
September
that
or
enables
whatever.
all that you've just seen. I'm thrilled to be the one to show you under the hood and give you a taste of what powers the new Xbox.
All
we
right,
go.
we get to see
Tell
if
me about hardware.
3 ambitious
x86.
investments that we made to drive a new generation of entertainment.
Xbox,
First,
tuck in my
there's
shirt.
the console
40
and the revolutionary
cores.
Xbox One architecture. Second, advances with the most important input devices, Kinect,
Okay.
the controller, and Smart Glass. And third,
Smart Glass.
Xbox Live, reinvented by the power of the cloud. So starting with our system,
Smart glass.
it's connected and ready. It's an elegant design that meets the
never gonna
needs
win.
of the new generation.
Shit.
The heart of that system is raw power. From 500 million transistors and 512 megs of RAM in the Xbox 360 to over 5 billion transistors and 8 gigabytes of RAM in Xbox One.
All right, that was.
Thank God we measure
USB
everything in
3.0.
transistors.
Wi-Fi Direct,
Do they mean the
a
311
Blu-ray
album?
drive,
Yeah.
A Blu-ray
a
drive.
native 64-bit architecture, and variable power states, all while delivering practically silent operation. This is a modern, powerful box
See what
engineered
happens
to
when I
deliver
drop it a
now
few
and
times.
well into the future. But it's how we marshal that power, how we create the system that works to deliver the world's greatest games
We've harnessed the
and provides the
Tesseract.
flexibility to power entirely new, connected experiences.
8 cores, but 8 cores of
To
what?
do this,
They still haven't
we've brought
specified
technology from
the
across
architecture.
Microsoft to create an industry first. The soul of the new system is the Xbox One architecture. 3 operating systems in one.
What?
The first is the best of our Xbox operating system.
Nothing can
made
go
even
wrong.
better by
We
providing
are
deep
drunk
and
with
instant
power
access to hardware
and
so that
cooking
creators
sherry.
have no limits in harnessing the power of Xbox One for cinematic realism. The second is the kernel of Windows, providing consistent access to web-powered applications and experiences. Flexible, powerful, simple. The third connects these 2 operating systems to create instant switching, multitasking, and effortless control. Only Microsoft and Xbox could bring this level of power, performance, and sophistication to the living room. And it changes everything. The Xbox One architecture enables the new experiences
running
that
like
you
2
just saw from
virtualized
Yusuf.
systems at once or something.
There's no waiting.
No?
You can switch to your game like it's a TV channel flip. You can snap Internet Explorer in the new Star Trek movie. But how did the TV know Yusuf and react to his voice? We're bringing a new Kinect sensor paired with every Xbox One, which puts you at the center of your entertainment. Kinect is completely redesigned to respond instantly to you, your voice, and your gestures. Voice is now more conversational, it's faster, and it supports the entire family. And our new proprietary time of flight measures the time about 13 billionths of a second that it takes individual photons to bounce off of you to create unprecedented accuracy and precision. Over 2 gigabits of data per second to understand your world. This is rocket science level stuff.
Literally?
Games and applications will create new experiences
I was actually
like you've
thinking this
never
morning
seen
that
before.
people used to watch
3 years
people
ago,
flying to the moon.
Kinect ushered in a
Now we're
new
watching a
capability
new
to make you the
video
controller.
game toy get
Let's
unveiled.
take a peek
We
at the
do both of
power
those
behind the
things.
next generation Kinect sensor. We started with the ability to see your world. Now that world is crisp, it's clear and beautiful. A 1080p, wider
Cliffy
field
B
view
says,
capture
did
of
you
your
just say
world.
photons and rocket
As you
science
saw with
level
Yusuf's
stuff?
Skype call,
The hype is strong
Kinect's
with this
camera
guy.
and Skype offer the best shared communication experience in the living room.
1080p is a huge jump.
In 2010, Kinect layered in an analog understanding of how you move. But in 2013, we revolutionized this capability. There are more joints. And now, for the first time, understanding the slightest rotation of a wrist or a shoulder. We understand your balance, the transfer of weight from one foot to another, the energy of emotion. When you're exercising, it can
Flexible,
read your heartbeat.
powerful, simple.
This is human control
Like a super-powered
for a human
Amish yoga
experience.
teacher.
Now, we wouldn't bring you next-generation gameplay without innovating on our controller.
People love
For the
that.
new generation, we're taking the world's best controller and we're making it better. The Xbox One controller is updated with over 40 design innovations. It features updated ergonomics and an integrated battery compartment that just fits better for gamers of all ages. New dynamic impulse triggers allow creators to program feedback directly into the triggers. And a newly designed D-pad creates precision for immersive gaming.
Thank God.
This is your controller, designed by
Immersive fighting
gamers
gaming.
for gamers for the next generation.
That looks really nice.
And we can't talk about input innovation without smart glass. Last year,
Really?
we
Because you did it
unveiled
for about a
smart glass to enable
decade.
your devices to work together with your Xbox.
My only question
Your
is
tablet can
integrated
instantly
battery
become a remote
compartment and
control
what that
and a
means.
deep companion experience.
It now uses one D
We've had
battery.
over 10 million downloads of smart glass for the Xbox 360. But with this new generation, your smart device will behave like it's born to work with Xbox One because it's natively part of the platform. Kinect, controller, smart glass. Innovative, familiar devices to control your experience your way. But the real magic is what happens when all of these devices work together to create all new experiences.
Dun, dun, dun.
The new Kinect sensor is the binding power between these devices. When you press power on or volume up, when you change the channel on your smart glass
Xbox,
device,
we need Dragon Zord
Kinect
power.
seamlessly makes it work. When you pick up your controller, Kinect recognizes you and the controller, and it gets you into your latest game save instantly.
Whoa,
Speak,
I like that.
and your troops follow your commands. Raise your controller, and a virtual shield follows. Your devices work in harmony to
like
create
that
a
so much.
lag-free, instant, and complete experience.
I like how they're doing enough crazy shit that we're actually going to have to be reviewing like the system's behavior. You know, like this is a
truly
game in
evolve
itself.
the next generation of
Pick
games
up
and
the controller.
entertainment, you need access to the most powerful entertainment service. The new Xbox Live is built on Xbox
You know what would
One
be great
to
if you
amplify
could
an
pick up the
all-new
controller and it
generation.
would sense which user.
Based on the same membership you have today,
That's what it
now
is. So it will
more
switch
powerful,
automatically.
more
Yeah,
personal,
you are the
and
controller.
more intelligent.
You are also the focus group.
When
for
we
EA's
launched
upcoming
Xbox
titles.
Live in 2002,
We'll know
it was
exactly how
powered by
much
500
turquoise
servers.
and orange you want to see.
With
when
the
you
advent of the
based on
360,
your
that number had
feedback.
grown to over 3,000.
All of the turquoise.
Today, 15,000 servers power the modern Xbox Live experience. But this year, we will have more than 300,000 servers for Xbox One.
Wow.
More than the entire world's computing
That's a
power in
huge upgrade.
1999. Let's talk about the experiences enabled with all that power. Your content is available and it's stored in the cloud so you can access your movies, your music, your games, your saves, anytime,
We can access
anywhere.
your personal information
As
whenever
you've
we
seen
damn well
today,
feel
Live
like it.
brings all new experiences, including Skype,
still haven't
and
figured out
what's
how to
trending
put my
across
current
games and
settings in the cloud
entertainment,
on the
and of
Xbox.
course, intelligent TV.
Still using USB.
And playing games is brought to a whole new level.
I'm pretty into the cloud.
Just
stuff.
imagine.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
You will now have a dedicated game DVR to capture and access your magic moments and save them to the cloud.
There you go.
Twitch.
With our native editing and sharing tools, you'll have the most amazing bragging rights on Xbox Live. Achievements become dynamic and changing. They tell your personal story of how you play, not just what you've done. You will play richer matches.
Met your
with the
estranged
future of
father.
matchmaking.
Achievement unlocked.
And our new asynchronous capability will allow you to search for your perfect match in your favorite game while you play another game, while you watch a movie, or while you browse the web. And finally, game developers
Xbox
can
is
take
constantly
advantage of our
searching for your true love.
worldwide
Is this like an OK
multi-data
Cupid
center
thing?
infrastructure
Yeah.
to drive direct game computation. This means bigger matches with more players. It means living and persistent worlds.
It means we can run Destiny.
Finally.
There you have it.
Show
The
us the
breakthrough
toads.
Xbox One architecture. Next generation inputs anchored by Kinect and a completely redefined Xbox Live. You've seen how we built it, but the real magic happens when you put that power in the hands of the world's greatest creators. I'm proud to introduce Andrew Wilson from Electronic Arts.
There you go. EA.
Today marks the beginning of a brand new, broad,
That's a cute
strategic
accent.
partnership
That is a cute
Somebody get
accent.
on
between
that.
EA and Microsoft. In the months ahead, we will share many of the details
You should
of this
clarify
very
you're
special
saying that for your
relationship.
bingo card.
But for today, I
don't
want
have
to
it, I'm
start
just keeping
with the
it.
Not
world's
just 'cause you're
first
really
look
into
at
this
EA
game.
Sports.
You're a little
on
into
Xbox
it, dude.
One.
No,
but-
it's really,
We
he's
share a
really
common
charming.
vision with
you know.
Microsoft. The game should be intelligent, dynamic, connected,
If I took him out
rich
to
with
dinner, he'd be like,
emotion,
oh, you know
and
what? I
most
forgot my
importantly,
wallet. Can
fun.
you get this one?
And you'd be
Well,
like,
there are
from
four
Electronic
games
Arts.
for Xbox One that are
You
all
scamp.
of this and
Yeah.
much,
I
much
can't
more.
stay mad at you.
FIFA, Madden
So what do you think it means that
NFL,
they
NBA,
waited 30
and
minutes to
UFC.
talk about video games? Is it
They're not
just
making a game console. They're making a all-in-one device. They're trying to work on that. you
All
know?
four will launch in the next 12 months. All four will be revolutionary, and all four will fundamentally change the way you play. Best of all, this new generation will be powered by EA Sports Ignite, an all-new game engine that we're unveiling for the very first time today.
Because I associate fire with
EA
sports.
Sports
That's
Ignite
like one of
is
the first things that
designed
comes to mind.
specifically to help us blur the line between real and virtual. For us, creating a new engine started by examining what defines sports at the highest level. Instincts and decision-making, human intelligence, speed and agility, true play emotion, dynamic environments that impact how the game is played, living worlds. This is the essence of sports. Let's hear from some of
This
the
guy
best
is like
athletes in the world.
buzzword magnetic poetry art. I love it.
The mind is what makes us all different. You know, everyone can hit the gym, but the way we think
There's
is
an
what
athlete.
makes us all
We got the
individuals.
athletes when they showed ESPN.
These guys, not only
I'm actually really surprised I don't have a gun
strong,
yet. I guess that's kind of smart considering this is America and
I gotta pay
things happen
attention
in 2 months.
to the way
I'm shocked I haven't seen Blinks the Time Sweeper yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Blinks the Time Sweeper
Whether the
too.
safeties are rolling down,
And
or
Super
rolling
Smash
back,
Bros.
Whether the corners
I got a
are
bum
cover
card,
two,
guys.
cover
You
three,
did.
cover four, Cover 88. I go on for days with that stuff.
I gotta say though, when they
It's just-
announced
it is
that
a really
last
mental
engine
game. You
update,
just gotta make sure
was
you
it
don't
last
get
year at
psyched
E3
out.
when they had the physics update to Madden? It was like super impressive. You remember that when they were showing the tackles and how everybody like reacted?
You know what I'd be super into? I'd be into a Gatorade mode, so that when you tackle people, or when people sweat, they sweat different colors, like in those weird Gatorade commercials. You know, like everyone's in black and white, but they're like bleeding like Arctic frost.
When I square up on somebody,
That'd be pretty cool.
Just look at their feet.
I guess I sort of just described a sports game
It's kind of like,
running in blood dragon.
isn't it in Germany the blood can't be red?
The further you can go.
Something like
You're
that.
going full speed, you're at an angle, they can't stay
Maybe
with
they
you.
could do that for
Like, I
us.
like-
They
I like
didn't open
the-
it with COD gameplay.
remember
I
walking
guess-
out to that
I
arena,
guess so.
There's like these black curtains, and there's this guy, Burt Watson, in the back. He's like the
See, this
hype
is
man.
one of
He's
those
like,
things where it
"Let's
makes me
go,
wonder,
baby,
do
it's
I
your
like
time,
video
it's your
games right
time."
now? Because I thought this was a video game machine, but this is obviously targeting
people
a
like
It's
much
funny.
wider audience.
This is the structure of press conference that we
Cameras flash,
actually
and it's just,
expected from
it's
Sony.
such a rush.
Remember, like we expected
Yeah.
to come out and just be living room, and then sports, and then good night everybody, and they actually flipped it on us. So this is kind of weird that we're seeing this from Microsoft.
Well, you know the gamers are going to buy this anyway. So,
Yes.
I mean, the point of this is to get it to the people who are looking for an entertainment system also. So it makes sense to me that they're targeting it that way first. The gamers will come.
That's true.
I mean, the
What
gamers
we
are the one
heard
watching
there
this and getting
is
mad that they're not showing
sports are as
games.
much about your
The people who are going to buy
head
this
as
are
your
going to hear
feet
about
or
it,
your hands.
tomorrow night.
We've built new
And
technology
then
that allows
probably buy it,
players
you know?
Did you
in
hear
the
about
game
how they
to make
put
decisions
human intelligence
with
into it?
4 times more calculations.
Is there
Yo, I
Siri
gotta
built
get
in?
that.
I hear it
They'll
runs
have a
on an
greater
orphan's
field
heart.
of vision and the ability to make smart decisions
The
with
ever-beating
awareness,
heart tells you where
anticipation,
achievements are hidden
and context.
in all games.
Well, and I
This
certainly,
advanced
you can make
processing
decisions
power
with
creates
intelligence and
human-like
awareness and
intelligence.
smartness or something.
We heard that
Sounds like
beating
a
your
game I won't be
opponent is
playing.
about inches and angles.
Well.
What's our
That's
what's
why
our
we're
time
delivering
to
10
game?
times more
right now.
animation, depth, and
It was-
detail.
Oh, to
This
show a
level
game?
of
Yeah.
fidelity powers how players will plan,
We're at 30 minutes.
cut
Yeah.
with speed,
33 minutes.
how they will win with true player motion. We also heard that athletes are fueled by the roar of the crowd. Our games are now living worlds with 3D crowds, dynamic sidelines, and on Xbox Live, a daily
You get, like,
stream
really
of
mad
new
at a
content
photographer
that
in the crowd,
impacts the
you can beat
game
him with a
as
metal
you
chair.
play.
Just like a real
We're
athlete.
inspired by the revolutionary Xbox One, and we know gamers will be too. We have much, much more to reveal from across EA very soon, including exclusive content for the most popular mode in the most popular sports game in the world, Ultimate Team in FIFA 14.
Proud to announce
And
Saturday
only
Night FIFA.
on Xbox.
Whoa!
What?
FIFA's only on Xbox.
Damn.
Whoa, what do you know?
Europe, what console are you buying?
Look for more details on that later this year.
yeah.
But for now, let me show you
Did he
how
say the
our
word
EA
exclusive?
Sports
I think he
games
did.
will
He did.
look
Good.
and play
With this big old
on
peace sign
Xbox
with a
One.
dragonfly on it. Tara, you gave me the dumbest stickers. Oh, hey, bingo!
Yeah. Max Scoville got bingo, everybody. You got a bum card with a good row.
I like how I said I got bum card and then I won.
That will teach you to believe in yourself, I think.
I don't think anything's gonna teach me that at this point. That was a really weird.
Let it wash over you.
That was a really weird video to show.
Will Paris, who's
That's their
watching
news.
the live stream, also got bingo. Congratulations, Will Paris.
All right.
Nailed it.
You join Max Scoville in the pantheon of victorious old women.
We've joined forces with the industry's premier publishers to bring exclusives, to bring content first to Xbox, and to make our platform the best place to create.
It's funny because it looks like we're all standing, staring ahead of ourselves.
I'm still really worried about that
I
trailer they
believe the
showed.
groundbreaking technology
Which one, the one they
at the
just
heart
showed?
of
Yeah.
Xbox
What about
One
it?
Well, you look
will
at
broaden the
current gen
landscape and canvas
EA sports
for the
games, and they look
storyteller,
like you're watching a game on
enhance the
TV. Like they're
experience
pretty
for the gamer,
goddamn realistic, and they show
making
that,
games
which looks
more
like
immersive, more
like
personal,
like
and more
EA
connected
Sports, the spirits
than ever
within,
before.
you know?
As the head of Microsoft Studios, I oversee
Good
the
one,
work
Max.
of talented creative teams around the globe.
I think that was
These
probably
teams
pretty
are hard at
stylized for the
work
trailer.
right now
I
using
do wanna
all the
see some
power
in-game on
of
that.
Xbox One to build original content,
and break new ground in game creation and gameplay.
Trailers like
to
that are
amaze
usually
you
like,
and your
look at all
friends
of
and your
our new
family,
effects.
and to showcase the unique capabilities of our platform. That means all of you Xbox fans will get more new innovative games than ever before, along with
Forza
all
up
your
next?
favorite franchises reimagined for a new generation. Let's take a look at one of those blockbuster exclusive franchises now. A franchise that has embodied innovation, quality, and visual excellence. This is Forza Motorsport 5 running on Xbox One.
Who has driving game? Oh, we already got that. Did we already get that?
Yeah, we kind of cheated with that one.
Well, yeah, now it's solid.
That's pretty. It's a pretty expected next step after showing that, actually.
Not dubstep though.
I think we're waiting for the drop.
It's called trip hop now.
Trip hop?
I don't know.
It's all good, but it still just looks like really pretty cutscene stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see real gameplay.
I think they'll have a live demo up on stage by the end of it.
Yeah, they're probably gonna hold the I want to call it COD blocks, but it's not. The ghosts.
Ghosts.
Yeah. We can't show a couple of these in a row without me wondering what we're seeing.
Where we're going, you don't need controllers because you are the controller. It's exciting. It's a car.
I'm not a car.
Turn 10 Studios have taken the very best of Xbox One to redefine what we can expect from a next-generation racing game. Forza Motorsport 5 will be available at launch, and we can't wait to show you more at E3.
Or anything.
For many of us, the thrill of gaming is defined by those first-ever game experiences. The first time you earned an achievement, the first time you took your Xbox to a friend's house to play multiplayer in Halo, the first time you painted your car in Forza and traded it online. I've seen how developers are using the magic of the platform to deliver new first-ever experiences. Cloud-powered games that change based on the actions of the community. Multiplayer, multi-device gameplay tailored to the unique capabilities of your device. Visuals so real, you'll see the imperfections and effects of time, weather, and wear and tear on the world around you.
Beginning of the Matrix. Get your comfort up.
Let me share a glimpse of the future of gaming from a studio that invented the hallmark gameplay technique, bullet time, and garnered numerous Game of the Year awards with Max Payne and Alan Wake.
Hey guys.
Remedy are world-class storytellers.
I love you.
They have created a revolutionary entertainment experience that weaves a cinematic action of intense gameplay with the tension and drama of scripted
inside of the R is a
television,
bullet.
creating a world
Pretty
where
cool.
each has a direct impact on the other. The actions you take and the choices you make shape your
Remedy's
experience
created
as the
entirely
story
new,
unfolds.
strange Nordic sense
This
of humor engine.
is Quantum Break.
Quantum Break.
Quantum Break.
What?
Do you think it's safe where we're going?
Yeah, Peyton, I do.
Okay, sweetheart, let's pack it in.
Hey. What is it that makes you so different?
Are you sure you want to know?
These graphics are amazing.
This is all real time.
What are you doing here, Mom?
What?
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 What? Well, at least for once you're not destroying the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a nice change. Time is the fire in which we burn.
What if you're burning in regular fire?
Stop, drop, and roll, Max.
Deus Ex.
Okay.
I have literally no idea what this game is about.
Some guy got drunk and drove his boat into a bridge. We gotta find him and then arrest him. But the bridge is broken, so we have to find some other way to get there.
Microsoft Studios is investing more than ever in studios around the world to create new and original IP for Xbox One. In fact, we have more titles in development now than at any other time in Xbox history.
Guys, I need some legit gameplay.
I'm proud to announce that Microsoft Studios plans to release more than 15 exclusive games in the first year of Xbox One, 8 of which are brand new franchises.
Wow. Hey, I like that.
That's nice. That's a nice change.
Okay, I'll
from
shut up
the
now.
past, like 4 years. Like, that's awesome.
We believe that the television screen remains the most relevant, most important screen in the home.
No
and
kidding.
Xbox One will make your games and TV come to life in ways that haven't been possible until
We got
now.
another bingo. Congratulations,
to tell us more
Jake
about our
Andrews.
mission
Oh, I
to
stopped playing
transform
after the next
television,
That's not
please
how it
welcome
works.
That's
the
not
head
how
of
it works.
Xbox
I stopped
Entertainment
playing.
Studios, Nancy Tellem.
Yeah, Nancy, tell him.
What is Xbox Entertainment Studios?
Is that
We got a lady on the stage. That's nice.
Thank you, Phil.
is that Soldier
It's
Boy's
a
mom?
thrill to be
Same
here.
thing.
During my years at CBS and Warner Brothers, I was fortunate to work with
My
some of the
son's
best
Soldier.
creative talent in entertainment. Among our many achievements was the CSI franchise and Survivor, television shows that offer proof that innovation is about breaking the rules and betting on the power of invention. Today, we stand at the threshold of another great era of groundbreaking television. Xbox is expanding
Here
the,
comes the studio
the canvas
announcement.
and conceiving a whole new art form for the creator, for the viewer, for the community, and the industry.
Original video content.
Until now, the television viewing experience has been a one-way street for the viewer. But now that's about to change.
Interactive TV Part
TV on Xbox will immerse you, enabling you to virtually jump into the action
We're bringing
whenever
back
you desire.
FMV games.
For the first time ever, TV will be truly personalized to your tastes and your needs, providing recommendations with
I don't know if they
amazing
know my
precision.
needs.
And only on Xbox will TV become social
Maybe you're not properly
in ways
communicating your
unknown to
needs
us
to Warner
today,
Brothers.
driven and shaped by
two-way
the
street,
community
Veronica.
of tens of millions on Xbox Live. Xbox is about to become the next water cooler. And this is only
It
Act
dispenses
1.
water!
At this very moment,
It could
Sorry,
use
that
it.
was dumb.
talented
But
It could actually
teams
use a
in
water
I needed to
cooler.
shout
Seattle,
something after all those
Vancouver, and
buzzwords.
London are using the magic and science of Xbox to rethink dramas, comedies, competition shows,
Dramedies.
sports, live events, and digital shorts. And one of our first and most important projects starts close to home. Halo, one of the foundations on which Xbox was built, has been played for billions of hours by tens of millions of fans. Please welcome my friend and head of 343 Industries, Bonnie Ross.
Thank you, Nancy. For me, Halo has always been more than a game. It's an amazing experience.
work there.
It's also a
It's your
job.
job,
in a
dude. Come on.
deeply connected sci-fi universe. A universe in which we can tell hundreds of stories. We tell these stories through our games, our novels, and most recently, our award-winning web series, Forward Unto Dawn. At 343, we put a lot of thought into how we want to evolve storytelling on Xbox One. As a huge fan
Because
of television
Bungie wanted to do
shows
something
like
different.
Breaking Bad, Band of Brothers, and my personal favorite, Game of Thrones, it's been inspiring to see television become a medium to bring the scope and scale of ever more ambitious worlds and adventures to life. I'm excited by the potential of merging the storytelling magic of television with the interactive innovation of Xbox One. So, today, along with Nancy, I'm thrilled to announce a live-action Halo television series, created in partnership with 343 Industries and one of the best storytellers of all time, Mr. Steven Spielberg.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, God.
They're like, hey, Activision.
Congratulations to the entire team on the tremendous work going into the future of Xbox.
I wish I could be there
Sorry,
with you
Sony.
today in person, but like all of you here today, I've been playing games for decades. And I even
Boom
started
Blocks,
playing
what up?
Pong in 1974. And over the years, that experience has exploded from the simple pixels of Pong to worlds that are as immersive as, and certainly more physically interactive, than those portrayed on the silver screen. And those stories have gotten more compelling as the technology has certainly improved. And so for me, the Halo universe is an amazing opportunity to be at that intersection where technology and myth-making meet to produce something really groundbreaking. And I'm incredibly excited about the great journey we're all on, the heroes, worlds, and wonders that Halo will take us on. Thank you.
I feel like Steven Spielberg has enough money to buy it.
We are really excited to bring the world of Halo to Xbox as a premium television series. Thanks, Bonnie.
Premium television series. That's an interesting word there.
I mean, it's really high quality, or that it costs a bunch of money?
For years now, the
hopefully
leading
former,
edge
probably
of
latter.
interactive TV
Maybe a
on
mix of both.
Xbox has been live sports. We've invented new ways for fans around the world to enjoy the games and teams they love. So we're determined to deliver even more innovation to make Xbox your home for sports. It's my honor to introduce a game-changing partnership with the most popular league in the United States. This alliance will not only change the fans' viewing experience,
Frisbee golf,
but transform the sport itself.
arena football.
Exclusively on the Xbox.
Gladiatorial fog fighting.
We've always innovated on the field by trying to make our game more exciting, to make the experience better for our
So
fans.
Zach's having a great time
Whether
wherever he
they're
is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
watching
there.
on
but, you know.
television
Now,
or
off
in
the
the
top
stadium,
of our
where we're
heads, I
trying to bring
know
more
that
technology to
PlayStation
improve the experience
has
for fans
a
in
deal
that
with
stadium.
MLB. Is that exclusive
Microsoft
to
over the
PlayStation
last 30
in terms of
years has
consoles?
brought great technology that
Does anybody
empowers
know?
people around the
I
globe.
can't remember off
We're
the top of my
continuing that
head, but if so,
tradition
this
with Xbox to
pretty
bring new
interesting counter to
features, new
that.
functionality to people using all the assets of the company.
So Don, how will this experience be better on the Xbox for NFL fans?
With Xbox, we're going to have exclusive content that we will use with Smart Glass, with Kinect, with some of the innovations our creative teams are doing to bring fantasy football to life, to be able to interact with others, to do things using all the devices in your living room as you're participating with your friends. So it's going to be a really rich palette for us to create.
So it's going to be easier to play fantasy football with the device and a better experience.
Imagine your NFL team integrated with your large screen TV. This is going to be the first time with our
I like how they
partnership
snuck
that
3 minutes
Xbox
of
and the
games
NFL
in there
can bring a
to,
live
like, perk us
broadcast
up.
and a real-time fantasy experience where people can see their
MLB
fantasy
is on
league
Xbox,
stats
okay.
snap to the broadcast. When your favorite player scores a touchdown, it updates your fantasy league status, and it will allow you to also
This
reach
looks
out
like
to
a
your
really
friends,
cool
make a
machine
Skype
that they're
call,
not even
and
remotely
openly
trying to
taunt
sell me
the
on.
success you're
You know, that's
enjoying
kind of what
with
it
your
is.
friends are.
I mean, they keep showing all this
Using
side,
the
like,
combined assets that
bonus
we have
real-time
to
content,
make the
and I just
stadium
want that.
experience, to make the in-home
I just want to see what that
experience
looks like in a
great.
game.
That's
I
what
want to see that
opportunity
integrated into something that I
When we
use
look
on
for
my
partners, we look
Xbox,
for
you
the
know?
best. And from a technology standpoint,
I mean, this is going to be
Xbox,
great for a lot of
Microsoft,
people. I'm
there's
just
no one
not
better.
one of
Now
those people.
fans
I'm a
are
PC
gonna be able
gamer,
to
so.
experience football
No.
like they've never experienced it before. You're going to
I'm gonna
change
throw
the
you
game
off
of
the
football
building.
in a way that is just going
My
to be
gaming
so
console has always had an internet browser on it.
help us really make the game carry into the next century.
Yeah, I mean, my
Adam points out on
Talk
Twitter.
about hardware a little bit
Adam
more.
writes on Twitter, the cheering in the
Gloss
audience
through
is
that
not
in a
coming from the
This
press.
partnership will redefine NFL experiences for the fan through exclusive and interactive content that you'll find only on Xbox. And it will also change the game for coaches and players through Microsoft technology on the sideline. The NFL on Xbox, just one more reason Xbox One is a must-have system for your living room.
Oh.
You don't know about my
I
living
want to
room.
thank
MLB
you
on
for
Xbox,
joining us
please.
today.
Thank you.
We have an ambitious vision for
Wait,
Xbox
what?
One.
This is the close?
To become the all-in-one system for every living room.
I guess they're gonna do
The
a little
one
Call of Duty
system you're going to
probably.
use and love every single day. The place where your games, TV, and entertainment come alive. Today, you've seen how we're transforming TV experiences. We've shared the magic and science behind our system, and you've tasted a new generation of games powered by Xbox One. We've welcomed Steven Spielberg to the Halo universe with the Halo TV series.
Dude, we know it was
and
5 minutes ago.
celebrated
Where are the
an
games?
historic partnership with the NFL. I'm pleased to announce that we'll be launching Xbox One around the world later this year.
Yo,
No
Patrick,
way.
put a tie on and
In
get down to
places
business because
at a
I want to see
later
some
time.
gameplay.
I mean, we shouldn't really have expected, but
Sony
this
gave us
is just the
gameplay.
beginning.
yeah.
We can't wait to share the next chapter of our story in a couple of weeks at E3. There, you'll be seeing an incredible lineup of blockbuster games, including many exclusives that you'll find only on Xbox One.
I want to know about
As we set our sights to the future, I'd like to leave you today by presenting a
Please tell me
world
about
premiere
games.
from one of gaming's great franchises.
Uh-huh.
They helped define excellence on Xbox 360. They found their home with our Xbox Live community.
Rare.
And they are the #1 series in games today and one of the biggest franchises in entertainment history.
Connect Adventures.
And just like on Xbox 360, all downloadable content
My Little Pony.
for
gonna put a
Call of
sticker
Duty
on a gun.
will launch
There we
exclusively
go.
first on Xbox One.
Would you like to show us anything from Call of Duty?
Please welcome
There you go.
Activision Publishing CEO Eric Hirschberg.
Thank you, Don. It's great
Oh,
to
sweet,
be
a new
here.
KOTOR.
This is a huge day, not just for gaming, but for all of entertainment. Now, just to be clear, I am
really
the
does look
last
like
human
the
speed bump standing
KOTOR
between
box art.
you and seeing the
Not
world
him, but the-
premiere of the next generation of Call of Duty up on
You
that
could-
screen
you
in a
could
couple
button one
minutes.
more
So
button,
knowing
guy.
my audience as I do, I'm going to try to get
You're
to
a
it as
classy
fast as
event.
possible.
He's like the best dressed guy
I think
there.
everyone was
Yeah, he really
expecting
is.
us to play it safe this year and simply make Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. But we didn't want to do the safe thing. We wanted to do the right thing. And that meant eliminating as many creative restrictions as possible so that our developers could create an entirely new Call of Duty for the next generation. And that's exactly what we're going to deliver with Call of Duty Ghosts. An entirely new world,
I hope
an
it's really
entirely
about
new
ghosts.
narrative,
Oh, God,
an
that's all I
entirely new
want.
cast of
ghosts
characters,
of Call
all
of Duty
built on our
soldiers.
new next-gen Call of Duty engine. Call of Duty set the gold standard for first-person action in the current gen, and make no mistake, we're going to do it again with Call of Duty Ghosts for the next gen. We've had a camera crew inside our iconic studio, Infinity Ward, capturing the creative process as the vision for this game is unfolded.
Did they
And we
point their
wanted you to be
cameras
the
at any
first to go
gameplay at
behind
any
the
point?
scenes and take a look at what they've been up to.
No?
See some cubicles.
Yeah.
Here at Infinity Ward, we've had a great time crafting the benchmark of the modern day shooter on
Crafting
current
the
gen.
cool
And we're
front
really
desk we have in
excited
our
that
office.
we get to be the studio that brings Call of Duty into the next generation. We have a whole new story with brand new characters, completely new world, and this is powered by a new next gen engine that gives us amazing graphic fidelity and really innovative new ways to play the game. So what we wanted to do is create a cast of characters that you really felt more emotionally attached to. We had the opportunity to work with Stephen Gaghan. This is the guy that won an Oscar for writing Traffic. He wrote and directed Syriana.
What they really wanted in this game, in Call of Duty Ghosts, is they wanted emotional reality. You know, they wanted these characters to feel real, to feel like real people.
So the story opens up with a mass event. America is crippled. Our military forces are devastated. Our government's
So
in
that's new for Call of
disarray.
Duty.
And as the player, you are actually the underdog, fighting back against these superior forces. So the team you're a part of is formed from the remnants of all the U.S. Special Forces.
Ghosts are a super elite fighting force, to like the Spartans, all
What?
the way through SEAL Team 6. They've adopted every technique that's useful for modern, urban, guerrilla-style fighting.
One of the fascinating new additions to your squad is
Except
a
by
dog.
moving a penny
We've
across
had
a
dogs
subway
in Call of
station
Duty
floor.
before, but never like this. This is someone you
Get off
care
my
about. This is a
train.
squad member. He does everything from sniffing out explosives to protecting the team.
Okay, that is awesome.
I
Yes!
love seeing animals in
New world
mocap.
and a whole new storyline.
When's somebody
One
gonna
of the
make a
things
game
that
about
we wanted
mocap?
to support that was create a new
My
engine.
favorite animal mocap moment was like watching
Our goal
Nolan
this
North
game
on
is
a
to
horse.
brand
for
new
Uncharted.
next-gen characters and weapons that's never
Just
been
watching
seen
a
before
horse
in
covered
Call of
in
Duty
ping
games.
pong balls was the happiest
We have a
day
new
of my
tech
life.
in the game, Sub-D. The idea is the closer you get to it, the more it
That
tries
horse
to
doesn't know
maintain
what's
any
going on.
curvature that you see. This is very helpful on weapons, helmets for characters, and makes a
Yo, you
huge
gotta go
difference
no
for
scope,
visual
bro.
fidelity of what the player sees from a distance as well as close up.
With a new next-gen console, this is an opportune time for us to reinvent the experience that we deliver. It's important to keep our core philosophy about gameplay drives tech.
So when I think about the animation features that we've been working on
I would
for
play
Call
Call
of
of
Duty
Duty
Ghosts,
where you play as a
the
military
first things that come to mind is immersion.
No, you wouldn't.
You have
You'd play a different
so
game
that
where you
when
play as a
running quickly
military
and you
trained
hit a
shark,
wall,
because they'd never make a
you
Call
get
of
this
Duty
nice
about that.
boom, you hit it,
They
and
would
you
never
leap
get
and
that
you go,
weird.
and you just maintain your momentum. But we
Cover
have
a
the
dog
lean
with ping
feature
pong
that
balls.
allows you to lean
Internet
out.
Not
is
gonna put it in the
really
game.
They need to
excited
show the
about
motion
dog.
capturing the shark.
Of course,
That's
the
what I
internet's
wanna
excited
see.
about the dog. They were excited about the horse in
Get
Black
settled
Ops
quickly,
2.
Get out of the line of fire, and at the same time do it
They're
in a
not gonna
really
kill the
cool
dog,
looking
are
way.
they?
You kill dogs in like every Call of Duty.
Interactive
But
smoke, and also added
not
an
if it's a
AI system.
I mean, you're not gonna
dog.
kill that dog. It's probably gonna die. That's probably gonna
Move
be
out
what
of
the
way
emotion
when you
is.
get close to them.
Ooh,
I hope there's an
Fish.
aquarium mode where you can see all the
Texture
fish that
increases
you've
the
collected.
shaders,
And
the
feed the
lighting,
There's gonna be like a
the
Seaman
level should
minigame.
feel really there, and all the technology that's going into it allows you to achieve those goals.
With this being an all-new Call of Duty, we've really taken this opportunity to revamp multiplayer. One of these new MP features that I'm most excited about is dynamic maps. We have everything from big earthquakes and floods down to player-driven actions.
So
Doors,
everything from
explosive
Battlefield
traps,
3
things
to
that
Medal of
change
Honor
the flow of
Warfighters
the
demos
map. All of this
that they
creates
did?
a new dynamic
Anybody?
experience for the player.
Because that's what they
Another
showed
new
off.
feature is
Monsoon
character
earthquake?
customization.
Nobody?
You
Nothing?
can choose the heads, you can choose the bodies, you
Oh,
can
looks
choose
like
the
Wired
helmet
has
and gear
a
that you're wearing.
whole
You can
rundown.
connect with who you are as a player more so than we've ever done in the past. Dynamic maps and character customization are just two of the new innovations that we're bringing to next-gen multiplayer. We have the best fans in the world, and we're committed to creating for them a new next-generation Call of Duty experience. One of the key reasons Call of Duty has been as successful as it is we focus on gameplay. It's the thing we designed for. It's the thing that drives our success as a franchise. And with all of the new tech, all of the new story elements, everything that we're putting into this next-generation Call of Duty, we are still 60 frames a second, low latency controls, a great feeling game.
Yeah, that looks, you know, like it's gonna sell a lot of copies.
This will be the most beautiful Call of Duty game we've ever made. It will also be the most character-driven and emotionally engaging Call of Duty game we've ever made. And it will be the best Call of Duty game we've ever made. A stunning leap forward, not just for this franchise, but also for console gaming. To show you what I mean, we've put together a little comparison video that shows you what's possible on the next gen and puts side by side the differences between what we're going to be delivering in Call of Duty Ghosts and what was in Infinity Ward's last game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which was state-of-the-art just a very short time ago. And when you look at the
Right, running
differences
on a
side by
6-year-old
side,
engine,
it's
7-year-old
actually
hardware.
pretty stunning. Let's take a look.
Why don't they show more
This
recent
sequence
games?
shows one of Modern Warfare 3's main characters, Price. While this asset pushed the limits of what was capable at the time, the technology employed by the new engine allows us to take the visual fidelity of our models to a whole new level.
Well, it's
This
no
next
wrinkly
generation
old
head
man.
is modeled with multiple features represented: sub-D, high-resolution textures,
Wow. I want more
subsurface skin
David Cage
shaders,
face demo.
multiple
Yeah.
lights, and self-casting shadows. Here, you can see the dog model from Modern Warfare 3.
He's so
Our
cute.
new dog model is
Oh,
taken
he's
from
happy.
Well, I'm glad the
Look at
next
that.
gen
Look at
games
his
aren't going to be
outfit.
full of,
team
you know,
service dog.
white guys
Every
with shaved
detail
heads.
is replicated, right down to the scars on the nose and the tattoo inside the ear.
Whoa.
When playing
Dogs
first-person
are
action
badass.
games, your character's arms are one of the most looked-at visual elements. The arms in MW3 were beautiful at the time, but the new engine allows for significantly
we've
increased
improved our
texture
standards.
resolution. This advancement in technology allows us to convey fine hairs, bruising, cuts, and even the dirt beneath the fingernails.
Damn.
Here's an example of a jungle environment from Modern Warfare 3. Now, here's a jungle environment from Ghosts.
Fern
This
Gully.
scene employs many new tech features, including volumetric lighting, boosted poly count, and
I
self-casting
hope they use
shadows.
all this technology to create Fern Gully the game.
Okay, you've seen the vision for the game and you've seen the technology behind it. You've seen just a few of the ideas that we're bringing to Call of Duty Ghosts: inside campaign, new characters, new story, new narrative, and inside multiplayer, dynamic maps, character customization, and there are a lot more new ideas to come. From new co-op ideas to seamless second screen integration to voice commands via Kinect and more.
Do you want to elaborate on any of those?
It's time to see it all come together. The gameplay you're about to see is running in-engine on the new Xbox hardware. This is the new generation of Call of Duty on the new generation of Xbox. This is the world premiere.
This might be the only legit gameplay we've seen.
Did this just cut off in the middle of the one
gameplay
gameplay footage we get?
I don't know.
my
I'm
gosh.
Not seeing,
really?
I'm not seeing people on Twitter complaining that their stream is frozen, so maybe it is us.
They're all throwing things to the
Well, I'm glad our live stream went really well. You know,
Yeah.
I'm glad that everything went perfectly and nothing went even slightly wrong at all.
Oh man.
Darn
Darn
We're
it.
going to reload the stream really quick.
Okay, maybe we can get it back.
We were about to find out what that guy forgot.
Bad things have happened in the world since
So I'll
the
just
last Call of Duty game.
I'll just kind of like show you guys a little bit about
Do you want to
what you're kind of missing
reenact
here.
it? Okay.
Yeah. So like, it's like a dude and he's got like PTSD. And
Right.
he's like, my wife.
Hold on.
I haven't been home in like 3 years.
My wife.
I wish
My
I
kids.
saw my kid.
And then like a helicopter's like,
Oh, but there's a ghost.
and then
There's
it's
guys
like,
shooting at you from
and
behind.
then, whoa! And then it's like tap B to slide.
Where's the dog?
And then you
I
do,
like how I
and
said,
the dog comes up, and it's a tap X to get rid of dog. And so you do.
God, we are like,
What has this devolved into?
And then you prestige and you call in a UAV, and
Stop.
everything's okay.
Our
Pause,
UAV is
close-up of
online.
Small details in jungle.
Tango
Look at
down.
the dirt
Oh, no,
under
down.
my individual fingernails.
Oh no.
Show them your arm hair.
This is my arm hair. This is being rendered in real time.
Somebody get some ping pong balls
So
on that dog. Ping pong balls on that dog.
Oh crap!
And then
Someone has a
light
noob
comes
tube.
down through the trees, and then the guy comes back
Great
on,
team killing.
and his shirt's like really unbuttoned, and he's like, "Thank you."
Wait, now you have to do a little
You just
what
made
is
the
that?
new Xbox
teabagging.
that much more appealing.
You're not gonna teabag
that's-
your enemy?
So that yeah, and then you kind of do like one of these
One
guys.
of those, there you go.
And then you're like, ha ha.
Ah.
And then you're like, I miss you, soap. And then it's over.
So Twitter is saying that we're not missing anything. It's all cutscenes. So there's
there
that.
you go. That's Call of Duty Ghosts.
Well, they say,
Buy it now.
the Xbox stream is over.
Buy
So,
it now in places
Basically,
at a time.
what we learned here
Going
is
forward.
that if you don't want to play Call of Duty Ghosts, you can have a great time with your friends in a living room doing some charades.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you just
Totally.
you, like a.
It's a good thing
I
they gave us
homeschooled
plenty
kids.
of gameplay footage to go on.
So yeah. So apparently, from reports that we're getting, it was a lot of that was stuff that was in engine, but it was a lot of cutscenes. We didn't see any actual gameplay.
Yeah.
It was a lot of world and engine stuff. We're really sorry that we lost that, guys. We don't know what happened.
So what do we think about it really seeming like PS4 is going for, they're marketing towards gamers, and
Yeah.
Xbox seems to be marketing towards the
world.
living
Everybody
room
else.
experience, the entertainment
Which,
experience.
I mean, it seems like a wider net to cast for sure. I feel like the PS4 putting more emphasis on games might have more longevity to it because those are people paying $60 over and over again for games.
They're doing the same thing basically in a lot of ways. It's just, it seems the message is very different.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of their income now is going to come from subscription-based services.
Well, I mean, this is like these events that we're seeing are total rubber band reaction to how
To each
they're
other.
perceived this generation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So Sony comes out with their PS4 and they're like, we really have to show games. We really can't show streaming video services. We really can't show any more media integration because we focused on that too hard. And so over the last few months, we've seen Sony be like, look at all these developers we're forging relationships with. Here's our announcement keynote. It's all gameplay. And now Microsoft feels like they're losing the living room. So they're going hard at the living room, which I think was the wrong way to go with this announcement, for sure.
Well, I mean, they have to save something for E3 in a way because
Yeah,
that's
they said
really
that there's
where
going to be a lot
They
of
do.
games.
Yeah.
at E3.
But I feel like they barely touched on anything. Like, so let's do a fairly quick recap. We know it's going to be called Xbox One. We know it's going to be launching sometime later this year throughout the world. Their goal here is to make it an all-in-one system, which we kind of already knew. But it seems like voice navigation is going to be a big part in just navigating the dashboard. You'll be able to turn your Xbox on just by saying Xbox on, things like that. The dashboard seems to be fairly similar to the one that's there now, maybe with a little bit more of a Windows 8 slant to it. As far as architecture goes, they flashed a little thing that said 8 gigs of RAM on the screen for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
They said native 64-bit architecture, 5 billion transistors.
I'm so glad about the transistors.
Yeah. If it was anything under 5 billion, I probably wouldn't buy it.
I've been using.
But 8 core, they didn't say what those 8 cores are.
What's apparently, I'm trying to find out. Wire got an exclusive on the hardware. They posted a bunch of pics. What I'm trying to find right now is more information. Apparently, the AMD, it's a custom AMD APU. That's what people are saying on the internet. I do not have a vetted source for that. Okay. Supposedly, Wired did get the information.
I saw you looking at ports.
We are hearing there are is no backwards compatibility.
We didn't hear a single thing.
No.
No, we also didn't hear anything.
People are saying that.
Yeah.
Really?
But I didn't hear that in this announcement, but that's what's going around on the internet.
Numerous people who are there are saying that that's a thing.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
I don't know where that came from
that
exactly.
It is a thing, or that there's
not a thing. No backwards compatibility.
So not even a stopgap like Sony's streaming thing. That's really interesting.
Did we find out about like gamer score and stuff, or were they kind of glossed that over?
No, not really. They showed that there was a new interface. It looked like there was a kind of score bar for achievements and stuff. So I'd imagine gamer score is still there.
They did not mention persistent internet connection at all.
Which is good.
We still have no idea about that. Well, it's good and bad because I feel like the reason they didn't mention it is probably because
they also spent a lot of time saying everything's powered by being on the cloud and connected all the time.
Yeah,
and
so
we have
the
QA time.
They showed us the bright side of that, the thing that they want us.
Exactly.
They're like, hey, you can switch from a game to Drew Carey hosting Price is Right or whatever, like. Which is basically like, okay, so it's a cable box.
That was like the one cool part of the presentation, I thought, where I was really impressed was when they were talking about, navigating the Xbox and stuff and like. Yeah.
So they're saying people on the floor are saying that The Verge asked about backwards compatibility directly and were told no dice.
No dice.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that seems to be what is
really,
happening.
man, I find that really, really interesting.
It makes me kind of bummed because there's still a lot of games that I want to keep playing.
Yeah.
So there are two kinds of games, right? There
Unless
are your
it gives a
retail disc
downloadable
games,
option.
right?
Yeah.
And then there are your XBLA games. I have a huge amount of XBLA games. And are those also not going to be backwards compatible? Are we talking no on everything? That's something I want to know.
I would just assume, and this is based on nothing, that XBLA games would continue to work.
Yeah.
But it seems like maybe do we know anything about media? Like what is
Blu-ray.
Well, I know Blu-ray, that's
Blu-ray.
what I mean, but disc-wise for games, they didn't talk really about you having to download content onto the machine in order to play.
No, I feel like,
we don't know anything about used games.
This was not the time to get into how like
compatibility's
licensing and rights work. You know what I mean?
So, so people in the chat are saying on Spike TV, Don Matrick just confirmed that there is no persistent online connection required.
Beautiful.
And they're also saying, somebody else said that they said, I guess they're referring to backwards compatibility, saying it was cloud-based and emphasized that you need to be online to use it. It was settled, but it was there.
Yeah.
So
you may not need to be online to play games, but you may need to be online to do everything else that you want to do.
Yeah, which I think is kind of what they want people to be anyway.
I'm excited about the TV stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't discuss Connect a little bit more, actually, apart from, navigating the dashboard.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it's not built into the system now.
I think they're saving that pretty hard for E3. I think because you really need for touch and noisy interfaces, you really need to be focusing strictly on that to properly show it off, as opposed to
it looked
next slide.
It looked much more. I mean, this was probably, like you said, this might have been Guy just transitioning the next slide in his presentation, but it looked like the interface was much more optimized for Connect. If you try to use Connect now and go from page to page, it's kind of like hold for a second,
going
go.
like this for like
I love how
15
instantaneous
minutes.
they've made it all look.
I was laughing, like the Wired article. So the 1080p camera, the Kinect sensor field is now 60% larger. Quote, the fact that the entertainment division's lanky hardware guru, Todd Holmdahl, demonstrates for me while walking a 6'4" frame towards the sensor, even 3 feet away, the Kinect's on-screen display clearly registers his entire body, and he still has room to
I
lift
can
his
finally
hands.
play games.
That is
Besides Giraffe Enforcer.
Yeah, I mean,
why didn't they show any of this? I mean, I'm guessing they glossed over a lot of this stuff just in the interest of time, but they could have showed a little fewer sports games and maybe
Yeah, see,
more about the functionality.
That's the thing is like things that don't interest me are sports and cars and TV, and I
mean,
generally play video games
But
as
sports and car games, like Forza, the biggest game ever on the
Yeah.
Xbox. Madden, everybody plays Madden
Yeah.
except for what? Everybody in this room, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Which is
I get
weird.
the feeling
I mean,
people
yeah.
who are watching this stream live as it happens probably aren't the kinds of people who play a ton of sports games.
Which I don't know. It's I mean they're obviously going after business bros and stuff too. Like,
Well, they're going after, I mean, right now they're going after hardware bloggers. They're going after people like Wired. They're going after people like The Verge who want to know, like, how is this going to fit into my living room,
those
right?
Verge bros.
Yeah, so.
With their backwards hats and board shorts.
And then they were just kind of
Pop
throwing
collars.
in, like, some gameplay here and there just to keep us interested.
Gizbrodo.
Yeah.
But, man, I really wish they had showed more.
This was more for Wall Street than it was for gamers.
Even just more straight gameplay and fewer, developer diary style videos. Because I feel like they always do that at every console launch press conference. They have developers come in and talk about what it's like developing for that console. But I don't care what it's like developing for that console. Just show me the games.
Yes.
I just want to see the games.
So Lee Alexander was just saying that apparently Sony stock just went up.
Wow.
Sony, yeah.
Wow.
There it
Sony
goes.
stock is shooting up right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's look up Microsoft stock.
I think someone said it's pretty much holding steady. Or no, it's down.
One thing that was
0.2%
interesting that I think we should mention is the gentleman from EA coming out and announcing FIFA as being only on the Xbox.
Yeah.
We
Oh, they
didn't
went
see a lot of
down.
EA at the PS4 conference, like you said earlier, Tara.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how much of this kind of like EA Xbox alliance we're going to see going forward.
I feel like that will probably be mostly restricted to EA Sports. I mean, if EA tried to make any of their major franchises exclusive to the Xbox, they would fail.
Well, I think this is a good test bed for that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, let's check out how FIFA does, and if we don't lose that much and we get enough money from Microsoft to be an exclusive, maybe we can go down this road with more titles.
Absolutely. And they're also bringing NFL now. They said they were going to have Forza Motorsport available at launch. That is literally the one launch title we know of because they listed a bunch of the other ones, FIFA and stuff, but all they said was that they would be available in the next 12 months, which may very well not be in time for launch. So.
Sorry, PlayStation Twitter clarified the guy on stage said FIFA, but it was FIFA content. He didn't highlight that enough. So FIFA will be coming to both.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
FIFA
it's
Team-
FIFA 14 Ultimate Team.
Yeah, that content will only be on the Xbox.
Oh,
so
dear.
FIFA itself is going to be on both.
Oh dear. Okay.
Somebody at Sony, well, Sony's stock is like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
And Microsoft went down a little bit.
Well, Sony's
I know
stock
it
just
doesn't
went from
mean
like
anything.
21 to 23 and is now falling back down again.
Yeah.
And Microsoft stock.
I don't know anything about stock market. I just figure I see like a little line going up, and I'm like, oh, it's winning. That one's winning.
It's just a smiley face when it's going up and a
Yeah.
frowny face if it's not. I'm a little disappointed that they announced 15 exclusive games.
It didn't
and
say. It said one of them.
Yeah, they.
Well, so here's a question. Why did they do this before E3? Were they that afraid that they was going to get lost in the noise at E3? Do they think Sony has something big at E3? Because the whole point of doing this is there's only one justification for this is that they wanted to show the hardware before E3.
I mean, all
This
Sony
isn't
really
a
has-
gaming announcement. They're not announcing a gaming thing, you know?
Yeah.
They're trying to separate it from that.
So, I mean, so does that mean they're going to go into E3, they're going to reveal their 15 exclusive titles, they're going to reveal actual gameplay, they're going to have physical hardware you're going to see, and they're going to stomp on Sony like a narc at a biker rally at that point?
I feel like they will bring it to E3.
Yeah.
If I was Sony, I would be afraid of E3 right now.
I don't see
Maybe.
what the harm would have been in just, like, teasing one or two for us.
Yeah, just
Sure.
like a little clip.
You don't have to
I
give away
understand,
everything.
building anticipation for E3 and everything, but like this is something that everybody can publicly watch if they want.
Right.
E3, people are gonna have to wait to hear information about the games that they see.
You guys are
there.
going to be doing like 400 videos a day at E3.
I know.
It's going to be like being there, except better. YouTube.com/.
I know, and I have no idea what to expect now. So, lucky me.
Well, I mean, okay, so basically all the sports ball games and all the racing games don't count for you guys.
No,
I'm
they do.
personally not
Weirdly,
into them. I
it's
can see
not-
why it's a draw for the system, absolutely.
I asked for reactions on Google+, and so far it is not boding well for Microsoft. I know this is very knee-jerk reaction type stuff.
Yes.
Like, people are saying, oh, you know, they showed off sports games and racing games, and that's not me. And other people are saying, oh, this is basically a TV, a set-top box that happens to play video games. So it's interesting that that kind of sentiment seems to be spreading already. And I wonder if it wasn't a mistake that they didn't really focus more on actual games.
Yeah, even that Remedy game that they showed, it's like
We don't know
you
what it
have
is.
no idea what it's about, and half of it was live action footage.
Yeah, and they were saying, weren't they saying something about like we're going to integrate your smart glass phone and your television TV, and you can also there's a live action little girl with a bear who has secrets.
Well, but I mean that's really Remedy though.
Yeah.
Like when the Remedy game thing started with a live action thing, I was actually like, Remedy, you guys are so crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, one or two more games, and if one of those games had some in-game footage, you know what? Show me Forza.
Sure.
Absolutely. Show me Madden. Absolutely. Show me UFC.
Well,
show me something that's not just a trailer. Show me just a few seconds of gameplay. You don't have to show me like a 15-minute demo by any means. But I kind of want to see what a game looks like running on this box.
So what I'm kind of feeling right now is that I know it's going to play games, and I know the games are going to be fun and look amazing. For me right now, I'm most curious about what else it can do for me. Maybe I'm not that target audience that just wants to hear about the video games right now because I'm old, I guess.
But that's a big shift. I mean, that's the thing. We're sitting here on a couch, we're saying this isn't for me, but
well,
you're
this
right.
is for me.
People, it's like you say, I'm sitting at home with a TV that has 5 HDMI inputs on it, and I'm constantly unplugging something and plugging something back in. I have too many boxes.
Well, it's also funny. It's like, it has a Blu-ray drive. They didn't talk about it playing Blu-rays. They didn't talk much about streaming capabilities or exclusive partners or exclusive content. They showed you a lot of stuff where it's like, it's got an HDMI pass-through, no cable card unless it's an add-on or they do custom versions of it. So I'm like looking at the ports on the back. It's a really, it's like, okay, so we've got Ethernet, we've got the Connect port, we've got HDMI pass-through. So it's going to be able to control your devices, but that means it's going to have to do it over the HDMI cables.
My question is, am I going to have to buy like a separate remote control to play DVDs if I need to?
I think what they're going to do is they're going to release software that runs on every frickin' smartphone on the planet.
I think your voice can do that.
So somebody just shot me an article actually. Microsoft has confirmed that there's a pre-owned fee. Microsoft it's coming from CVG. S. Allen 92 sent me this on Twitter.
For games?
Yeah, Microsoft has confirmed that all Xbox One games will require mandatory installation onto the system's hard drive, and to install the same disc onto another user's drive, a fee must be paid.
Huh.
Oh, so that's the used game.
Yeah.
So they built the online pass into the disc now. Okay.
Well, good on EA for getting rid of that a week ago.
Yeah.
Who saw that one coming?
That was such a beautifully timed announcement from them, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was like you were saying, Patrick, like, there's so many features that you could just see with your eyes, but they didn't explain them, like the share button on the controller. I mean, are you guys certain that that's what that was? You said you saw that, right?
No, it could be like an open, it could be that could be their snap button.
That could be snap, because it did look like two
It looked
screens.
like a little new, it looked like two things near each other,
there's
which
two,
could imply
here.
sharing, and it could imply some extra boxes. Yeah, it looks like a new window.
Yeah.
Oh, it's for multitasking, I bet. Multitasking, that's another one of the really cool things I think about the Xbox One.
Yeah, you were hoping for that, so that's good.
I was hoping for that. I wasn't expecting it to be nearly as slick as it is now.
I guess I'm wondering, like, what the hell demographic am I in? Because like I want like an escapist device. Like I don't want people Skyping me. Like it's bad enough when I get people
Well, you don't have to log in, so don't log in.
Yeah, because part of what they're saying is you don't have to use it. You can experience television as a television and use your remote. You can experience television, with the interactive guide. You can experience television with Skype because,
well, obviously, I mean, it's all very exciting, kind of cool stuff, but
But I think they're letting you kind of dumb it down as far as you want to go.
Yeah,
I
need it really stupid.
Dude, I want like 4 snap screens. I want my TV to look like my browser with 47 windows.
Right. I mean, in order to make it work, they have to make it really fast. I
like
think, like as fast as it was going up there, which I don't know if that was a live demonstration or what, but I mean, honestly, like if I want to look something up online mid-game, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be faster for me to just open up my laptop or do a Google search on my phone. than it is to actually go into another program. So if they can make that fast, that would be awesome. Although you're still stuck using Internet Explorer.
I don't know. I'm really curious to see what they do with the smart glass stuff, because right now, like on my iPhone and on the fact that my iPhone can play with my 360 is kind of impressive in itself, and the fact that I can use it as a keyboard and as a controller, like that's really neat. I'm really interested to see what they do when they are integrating that from day one, which is something that they said they're doing.
Yeah. So.
It's the TV for Back to the Future too, if anyone's interested. You come home and you're like, let me get channels 172, 23, 47, and call mom.
Yeah. I know this doesn't matter at all, but I actually really do think that it's very pretty.
I do too.
I like the look of it a lot.
I don't know why people are kind of pooping on how
Really?
it looks.
I think we've gotten so used to consoles looking like these weird, different cartoon future devices. They always have to be like these
But now
weird
that it kind of looks like my
things.
AV receiver.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is
cool.
like you want something that's going to fit nicely on a shelf, that's going to stack with other stuff, that's not going to look weird in your living room.
I mean, it's got giant chunks of vents on one side, so on the upside it's probably passively cooled. On the downside, it means it's going to have to be stacked on top of everything else.
Yeah, and also, just from this picture, it actually looks bigger than the Xbox 360 Slim. So. Don't expect something a lot smaller than what you have.
And then you'll get the slim version.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting thing. The design of it is very much like, this isn't a toy for kids. This is a thing for some damn adults. This is a thing that you can put in your living room. I'm actually kind of into it.
It's also, I mean, it's kind of funny. Like it's I was listening to a whole bunch of reporters talk about how much they hate shiny, glossy black stuff, because your fingerprints get on it, and the cat hair sticks to it, and everything looks ugly. And the
tech reporters should stop being so gross.
Well,
wash your damn hands. Stop having so many gross pets.
But it was funny because the project manager was like, "Yeah, shiny black always tests best in focus groups," and it's like, look, it's shiny and it's black.
Yeah,
it is classic consumer electronics.
Give me like a nice wood finish. Ooh. I want that. I want like
some wood grain,
the
like
Xbox
an Atari 7200.
I'm
the
sure
Xbox Wagoneer.
Somebody on Etsy right now is posting up, laminate panels for your Xbox One.
Customizable cases. I'd be into that.
That's a hack.
So what do we think about Microsoft versus Sony? Who won?
Early.
I think that's like saying which is better, Star Wars or Star Trek. They're doing two different things.
Who won the press conference?
I was definitely more involved with Sony's conference, but I gotta say...
But not because of what Sony wanted, because it was so weird.
It was weird, but also, like I said, Sony had to come out this generation and tell us about games, because last generation they focused too much on media. So of course, they came out and their press conference was games, 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 games. This press conference, like I said, it didn't interest me so much, but it probably wasn't for me, That doesn't mean anything when E3 comes around.
Yeah.
No.
I thought it started off strong.
I love that they showed the box.
I love that they showed the box, that they showed the controller. They weren't trying to hide anything about that, even though we don't necessarily know all of its features yet, or its inside architecture. But I feel like games are sort of where they lost the ball a little bit. And again, this could be because I'm not big into sports games or Call of Duty or something, but I was hoping for a little bit more variety there in the kinds of games that they showed. And it would have been awesome to have like an indie developer up on stage, although I don't know if they really had time for that.
Yeah, it wasn't really about that. I think we'll see that at E3. I'm really interested in seeing now that Sony is kind of like trying to be the company that grabs up all the small to mid-sized developers and just hugs them and loves them. Like Microsoft had that reputation and sort of lost it midway through last generation, and
they're not doing much to get it back.
Yeah, and I'd like to see that they actually are trying to get that back.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen at least like a sizzle reel or something with like 5-second clips of some of the games that we could expect to see.
It's like the movie Face Off. They just have become each other, Like Sony's always been the consumer electronics guys, and they're like, we make an entertainment system that you can do everything on. It plays DVDs, or it has a RCA out for your audio, and then it's a Blu-ray player. You don't know what a Blu-ray player is yet, but you will in 5 years when you can finally afford this thing. And Microsoft was like, yo, we got some games you could play with your friends, and now it's like, hey, it's a cable box for you to Skype your grandma on, assuming she has one.
Like I said, are they just taking for granted that we will play the games? That's kind of the sense I get, that they're just kind of taking the gamers for granted.
I also feel like they're trying to, reach a wider audience than just gamers. Maybe they want people who have never played games before, and they're going to try to reel them in with media and then get them hooked on games. I have no idea. I don't know how this stuff actually works. Veronica, what are your closing thoughts on this?
I will buy one. I mean, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now.
Is that a thought or more of like an inevitability?
It's an inevitability as well, but I'm excited because, like I said, I was hoping for more TV-like features, more. I know I didn't get my DVR that I was looking for, but we've got that 500 gigabyte hard drive built in. We've got the Blu-ray player, which is great. So for that side of things, I'm really excited. I do wish I had seen more games, especially since, like we have mentioned numerous times over this live stream, none of us are really the sport playing type and the
I play sports just in real life.
In real, it's different.
I never really
different.
got football on a screen.
Yeah.
No, but it's
cool
no.
Jockman next to
Yes,
us. Whatever,
seriously.
cool Jockman.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be seeing
McJock-Smith.
a lot more games at E3, hopefully.
Yeah.
And of course, we'll be covering it from the show floor. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for joining us. I want to plug a few videos.
Here, Tara.
Thank you. I want to plug a few videos before we go. We actually just put up a hardware recap of this press conference on this channel, Rev3 Games. We also have one back from the PS4 conference called the PS4 Hardware in 5 Minutes. So if you want to see that, maybe you want a refresher of the PS4 hardware, feel free to go find that. Of course, we're going to have tons more videos right here today on this channel because Adam is up in Redmond right now with Zach, and they're going to be filming some impressions pieces.
And all of the great game trailers we saw during this entire press conference are being cut out and uploaded separately. So if you missed any of the gameplay trailers that we saw during this presentation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One last thing, we are having an Address the CES on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. I know Adam is probably going to want to talk about the Xbox reveal, so tune in for that. And one last thing is Max Scoville's show Study Hall just premiered on this channel.
You know what other game has dogs in it? Grand Theft Auto 5, and that's the game I talk about. Go watch it. It's called Max Scoville Study Hall. It's right here on Rev3 Games. So.
Yes. Thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe if you are not already. And yeah, let us know what you think of the Xbox. Good night.
Goodbye.
Get drunk. Find a gun.
No.
Don't. That's bad advice.
Oh my God!